in spirit, I try to scout a little bit ahead to see where the sound is coming from on the rooftops.
Okay, so you go there.
And I try to stealth.
And stealth, you think, shouldn't be a problem because there is nobody around. There's nobody to see you or hear you that you can see. But if you're trying to be quiet, that's absolutely fine.
I
When
still
the
try to be
DM
quiet
says
because
when the DM says stuff like that, I don't trust it. I want to just make sure. Like, I want to kind of have a look around and see if I can spot anything not quite right.
also
Okay.
just Rob, just a note. I'm not sure if it matters. You probably wanted to hide that P token, but I can still see it under the
No,
grid.
that was the party, and so I just moved it off
Okay.
to the side because it's you guys. But now
I
you
just
have
didn't know the
individual.
intention. Just wanted to
Yeah.
know that we can
So
see it,
you
or whether
so
you want.
that does that mean you couldn't see it before and you're just now seeing it?
No, I could. I just didn't know if you wanted to move it somewhere where we can't see it or not, and just wanted to let you know.
No, because it's on another layer, and I just had
Okay.
to get it out of the way.
Can I do like a perception check or something to see if I see anything watching us from shadows and creepiness?
Sure, you can do that.
And
Yes.
I'd like to make a
I don't know why I
sec.
bother with these. I'm so bad at them.
And
You
I'd like
don't
to.
go ahead.
Sorry.
You don't see anything or hear anything other than this moaning that's sort of in the direction that Moon is going.
Okay.
And can I try to make a second guess of pinpoint the location of where it's coming from exactly?
Yes, you can. Let's just see here.
Also, Rob, are we supposed to be able to freely move our tokens? Or...
Yeah, at this point you should. You don't get too crazy because I'm actually not. Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm just gonna lock them. Because if you guys, what happens is, as the DM, I put the way I have my screen organized is I have the map and the things that I'm reading over the top of each other, so I switch back and forth. So when I put the thing up to read things, you guys could move your tokens and I wouldn't know it. And so if I lock them that way, at least I can keep control of all that. Because otherwise, all of a sudden, you're in Strahd's castle, and I'm like, what happened? You're too low level to be in there.
We just won.
Okay. Yeah, you won. You won the game. All right, because I myself know that there is moaning, but where is it? I'd like to know myself. I know generally where it is. Ah, okay, good. Now I know. Okay, so yes, from where you are now, Moon, you sense that it is that direction. Although you would have to go, you can't see as far as that at this point, but that's the direction it's in.
Right. I walk back to the edge of the roof, saying quietly that it's the next street down, and then I try to prowl to the other side of the street and climb to the top of that building.
Okay, and I'll open up some more of what you can see. As it turns out, those are probably pretty close to the correct amount of 5-foot squares. Not exactly, but probably pretty close. So let's see, you're there. 10, 20, 30.
There might be an indicator of the 5 foot somewhere on the map if you can find it.
Can I hide down there in that little alleyway?
Oh, yeah, okay, so you guys are those are basically 10-foot squares that you're in. Normally what's 5 is 10 for you guys at this point. Okay, so and there is a thick mist, so even though you have dark vision, it's partially obscured. So that's probably as far west as you can see, but you could certainly see like maybe that. And this looks just to be like an area of crowded houses. Let's see, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, that's about what you can see. But still coming from the same area, and that you can tell from where you are, there's no other things odd or strange about what you're looking at.
I waved to the others to come a bit closer, and then I head a bit ahead again.
Ah, crap. This map crap. Okay, just 1 second. Let me move everybody.
And let me know if I need to roll a new stealth.
Okay, I'll let you know. So when you get here, which is where the hell is he? Right there. 1, 2. You can see about like that. And moaning is still coming from the same direction. You probably think that from how loud it is, you probably think it's not in this building, but in the one that's beyond that, in the same direction that you were going.
Okay.
Roll it. I'm just kidding.
You scared. I was like taking a drink and I heard you say that and nearly spat it all over my laptop.
That is
Oh
the
no,
whole
not
point.
at Simon.
Yeah, don't spit it on your
the
laptop.
that I bought like less than 12 hours ago.
Oh
Do
my
not do
God.
this to me.
Don't do it.
I would have more or less been ready. Like, I would have been combat ready. Fuck that shit. Let's kill something.
Yeah, except for that you're a mile
Garrus just
away.
wants to go home. Like, he doesn't care anymore. He's had enough.
He doesn't care us anymore. Anyway, I waved them closer.
Shut the fuck up, Adam. You and your
And
puns.
Thank you. I waved the others closer, indicating to shh. And if they come close enough, I wait.
Can I go forward
Just
stealthing?
tiptoe.
Yes, you can go forward stealthily.
Stealth goes in the tower, right?
Yeah. And okay, I will treat that accordingly. So at Moon, as you get on top of that building that you're on right now, let me move everybody here. You do notice something that you hadn't noticed to this point, which is
Is it chairs?
oh my God. Is it chairs? Brilliant. From the building that I had the red arrow on earlier, I think I took it off. There is a sparse light from that building. It spills out from behind drawn curtains, and that is something that you do not see from the other building. So it's in fact, this building here has light coming from it with inside of it.
Is this building any of the ones on the picture that you shared earlier?
I would say not. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I mean, there's not a specific picture of it. But you do notice that so far in your, in what I've opened up and what you guys have seen in the mists in this town, that's the only building that has light in it. All the other ones are dark and shut, and I mean, without exploring them, you can probably assume they're all just abandoned. There's nobody there.
Right. When everyone is close enough, and I'm still waiting for Ezekiel and waving that, come on, come on.
Ezekiel is very hesitant because he has disadvantage at stealth.
And
he can bring up the rear. That's fine.
And
Ebas, give yourself inspiration on your character.
And I do tell the others that the noise is coming from behind that building, and there's light from that building. And point at the building.
So tempted to just be like, oh, shiny, and go for it.
Shiny. All right, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do, everybody? Trap.
So,
fucking mean ass.
And I still wave at Ezekiel to come closer.
All right, then Ezekiel will approach.
And he moves up to the end of the line.
Is there any point on the next building's top where I could try to peek inside that large building?
Probably here. There's a. Sorry, go ahead.
So are there no windows on from?
The windows are boarded up,
From
but
that side.
Yeah, the windows are boarded up, but they're boarded up in a way that they have cracks in them. You probably can't see into it, but there is light. You can tell there's light just because of the cracks. But if you went to look in the cracks, you probably couldn't see in.
Okay, I tell the others that
Very
I'm gonna jump
suspicious.
on top of the building and see what's there, and if I wave, then go and attack.
Then go and attack.
And I
While
try
you
to
hide.
stealthily pounce on the top of that building.
Okay. Okay,
I
you can.
wanted to go into the square, but it's fine.
Yeah, you can do that. Oh shit! Somebody just did something. It's a fucking trap. Ah! All right, stand by. I will tell you momentarily what happens. Library, going for traps. Let's do, I believe that's a, they're going to be like, there's a die rolling 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Idol of Evil, what does that do? Okay.
Meanwhile, someone can play some elevator music.
Do,
I
do,
do,
do, do,
though,
do,
but it's
do,
kind
do,
of
do,
a
do.
bit weird because, you know, we don't have elevators underwater. What the hell?
That's funny. All right, so when you get to that roof, an odd occurrence happens. There is an idol, like a little maybe 3 or 4 inch idol. Picture the, like Indiana Jones at the beginning of the movie, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. When he gets the sandbag on the thing. There's not going to be a rolling rock, but there is an idol there that is sitting right in the crux, right leaning against the crux of the roof. I'm going to try to precisely draw an arrow. Well, so I can't be precise, but it's right where the black of the roof and the, man, if only I could make my arrow. So just slightly to the right of the tip of the arrow, where the roof meets the other part of the roof, there's like an idol sitting on the roof, just lying there.
Can't I just fly over and have a look?
Right. Well, first
Yeah,
of
you
all, I
can.
don't think you
You don't
saw
know
the
it's
idol
there
yet.
first.
And second of all, I try to make a willpower saving throw at this point because I want to get it, but my recent experience says that I probably shouldn't.
Okay, so yeah, you can willpower. What would you just do? Constitution.
No, I mean a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay, that's fine. Do that.
Yeah, I totally grab it.
Okay, and when you grab it, I need to have from you a DC. I need a Constitution saving throw.
In the open or tower?
You can do it in the open if you'd like. You need a 13. Oh, you got it. Okay,
Yay.
so you will take only half damage from this idol. And you have eraser text to thank for the trap that he sprung on you.
Oh my god.
And so let me mark this as half.
That's the thing they can do.
Thank you very much.
They can hurt us as well as help us. That okay.
I mean, it's not that this campaign is evil killer thing enough, but let's make things interesting.
So you assume that when you touch it, it gives you that damage. It gives you 17 radiant, of which you only took half because you made your con save. But you assume that if you or anybody else touches this idol again, that will certainly happen. But go ahead and roll a history check for me as well.
While this is happening, I want to just be like sneaking up towards that building, like Mission Impossible style, doing my own theme music and everything as I go. Like
Also, you heard
very quietly, but just
you
sort of
heard the painful meow as I was struck.
I ignore that. I'm so focused on like my little mission here.
And Urash, I do see your convert, which I will do at the end of the stream.
I did roll the history, and also the question is whether I see anything around as well.
You see more light coming out, sort of on the other side of the building. You can kind of see it coming out, glowing over there, more so than it was out of the other sides of the building. And the history check does not reveal anything to you.
And do I see anything more from the streets around, or is it a
Yes, I'm
really thick
sorry.
fog here?
Yep. I'll give you another field of vision here. There you go. So, yeah, so you think that, over here might be an entrance to the building or something because it's definitely shedding more light out than the other windows or cracks or whatever. Put a sucker in a bag
I
and
wave
pass
the
it
others
around
to
the
come
campfire.
closer, and I point at Ibis and wave him to come here, and I pretend I never even noticed the idol.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I wish Fantasy Grounds is so awesome. I keep forgetting that I could have just done all of that with you in private, and then they wouldn't know. But
It's fine.
Oh god.
You didn't know that will be my plan.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, who's gonna? Oh, here comes Evis. Dun, dun, dun,
Go there
dun.
and then fly up another 100 feet. I'm way above the house.
Okay, if you fly above the house 100 feet, you will be in a thick mist that you can't see the ground in, which you can
Okay,
do.
I'll go to
but
I'll go to just before the mist.
okay, so you can maybe, if you fly up above the house, but you want to still be able to see it, you can probably only fly up maybe 30 feet.
I look
Okay.
up and I'm just like, is it a bird? Is this what? No, okay, it's a bird. It's a bird.
Is it a bird? It is a bird. All right. And you can still hear the moaning, and you believe that the moaning is... so there's light coming out of the house that Moon is on, but the moaning you think is coming from this house here.
Okay, I point to Ibis that it's coming from there. And I try to point in a way that he does notice the idol, but as if I still don't see it.
Would I need to re-roll stealth for going around, like if I want stealth around here, or does my previous roll?
I'm just assuming you guys are trying to be stealthy. If I need you to make a roll for if you get close to something or whatever, I'll let you know.
Okay, then I want to go up and see if I can like peek towards, like, if there's like a gap in the wood or something, like peek through.
Where was he pointing to? That house that I'm to the whatever direction that is west of me.
Yeah,
Where
so the house that Moon is on has light coming out of it. The moaning, however, is coming from the one that's the yellow arrow is pointing to.
Can I see the door from up here on the roof of this other house?
Yeah. I mean that the street is on the west side. So, but yeah, this would be a little like courtyard or whatever. So that's probably the front door of that house. Let me answer Karos's question. which is can you see in the door?
Sorry, I dumped myself on a line by mistake. I have.
That's
all
okay.
the-
A moaning sob floats through the still gray streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sounds flow from a dark 2-story townhouse, which is the one that you're looking in now. You cannot see in the house.
I just very quietly, I'm just like, guys, it's empty, but there's noise. I think it's empty. I don't know. It's creepy. I don't want to go in there.
Can I see into the house I'm on from this point? There, you said there's a window there.
The window on the roof you can't see into. It's boarded up. But you can tell through the cracks of it that light is in the house. Although the light, which would probably be on the second floor or the upper part of the house for that, is much, much fainter than what it is obviously coming out of, that direction.
It's strange to have a lighthouse in the middle of the town. Can I try to?
I want to.
Yep.
I was going to say I want to go in, so if you want to do something more sensible than that, then go for it.
So Kyros can tell that the doorway where you at, this house is boarded up from the inside, not from the outside.
Oh, okay.
Most other houses are boarded up from the outside. This one's boarded up from the inside.
In which case, I'm going to knock because there's probably someone in there, and I have a wisdom of 5, so I'm going to knock.
So when you,
Meanwhile,
oh, go ahead.
and meanwhile, I try to peek or listen in from the roof there.
Okay. So you knock, and the moaning that you hear inside, which I will approximate as when you knock goes. So there's obviously, well, not obviously, but I'll let you interpret that as you will.
Hi, is someone in there?
You hear
If
a woman's. Go ahead, Adam.
If I also hear a moaning, can I make an insight check to decide what that can mean or what that suggests?
You can.
I'm insight checking the moaning.
This sounds very typically like a person lost in sorrow. So you feel that whoever this is, and it's a female voice, and you feel that they're in heavy despair.
I'm just gonna call through. Hello. Do you want to let us in? Maybe we can.
So you do that, and there is no response. Just continued moaning.
Again, I'm just like, please.
And when you persist, you can definitely hear reaction from your knocking. Like the person inside is reacting to it, but they are not opening the door or saying anything.
I promise
Hello?
none of us will kill you. And then I turn to the others and say, if she attacks us, then kill her, but don't tell her.
Keep it a secret.
Hey, are you alive? Can you talk at all? Or can you understand us?
No response.
Meow.
A response from the DM, but not from the character in the game.
Is there a door from my side as well?
There's a door where Moon is and where Kyros is, yeah.
Can I try to knock on that one?
You can knock on that, and the same thing happens. Every time you guys knock, the moaning reacts as though the person can hear you, but they obviously are not gonna. They don't care.
Hello,
It's less like. Well, I'll try to approximate what it is. I mean, I thought I did it already, but so the moaning just continues like oh, but it's female, so oh. And then when you knock, it's like oh.
I try to say that. Hello, I'm the milkman. Can I come in?
The milkman. And there's no verbal response. Every attempt that you make in speaking is met with no return speaking, no matter what
And
you
I try
say.
to
Yeah.
and I try
Can
to
I
open
try
the
and bust
door.
the door
And
then?
meanwhile, I'm hanging from the upside. So
Okay, so what I need for you to open the door from the roof, hanging off, is a.
first, I just try the door handle.
Yeah, it's well, the house is boarded up from the inside, so the door's locked. I mean, you'd have to, you know,
Can
it's
I
just.
try and bust my door open?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Okay, is that in the tower or
Yes.
is it in the open? Okay, where is it gone?
Okay, so you're able to break open this door because it was weakly fortified, and you go. Well, the room opens up and you see a woman,
Okay.
and she looks like this.
Oh, she looks really sad. I'm gonna go and sort of like kneel in front of her and it's gonna be like, "Hi, why are you crying?"
And she doesn't even really notice that you're in the room, but when you come right directly up to her and kneel, she sort of takes notice of you because you're obvious. But had you not gone closer to her, you might think that she wouldn't have even noticed you. And she's very shaken, and once she notices you, she says, "Oh, hello," and she says, "My name is Mary, and this is my house, and my lovely Gertruda broke out of the house and is now gone, and I fear the worst.
Gertruda is
My daughter.
broke out.
She broke out of the house and ran away."
Were you keeping her prisoner?
Quite the opposite. I was trying to keep her safe from the minions of Count Strahd.
I see. So, okay. Well, I haven't seen her. Sorry, can't help you there.
Who's
If I-
Count Strahd?
If I notice that they went in from the other side, I also walk in, lie down next to the woman, and start to purr soothingly.
Okay, and the answer to who is Count Strahd is, she says, Count Strahd is the ruler of this land, and an evil and powerful man who has many minions and many people and creatures that do his bidding in the land of Barovia. And I fear that he has a hold over my daughter and that she has run to him. I don't know that to be true, but that's my assumption. And it's made me quite full of despair, and I just don't know what to do.
I'm just sorry, my home's been invaded by a cat. I need to deal with this situation.
I think she's talking about real life as opposed to Adam's character.
No, I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Sorry.
A cat just ran in. That's funny.
Find this Count. Where can we find him?
Oh, the Count lives in the castle up on the mountain. Castle Ravenloft. But you don't want to find him. Trust me. But and he will one day, or has perhaps already found you. I'm sure he found all of us. This town used to be a thriving area, and now most are gone. And I've just hidden here from recent terrible events, but I was trying to keep my daughter safe, and somehow he must have managed to get a hold of her somehow because she willingly took down the boards on the house and ran away.
What recent events do you mean?
Just that we all lived here peacefully until Count Strahd came, and then things became dark, the mist came, things became gloomy, people became depressed, and people started disappearing, and the town slowly just faded into what it is now, and there's very few left here. And most people boarded up their houses, and I would say almost all of the houses are still boarded up, but the people are gone, and nobody really knows what's going on. It's a very big mystery.
Can it be that they went out through the basement?
That I know of, I know many people that used to live in this town, and I don't know anybody that has a secret basement that goes down into anywhere that I know of. I've never heard of that.
Well, of
Possible.
course you wouldn't if it's
Right.
secret.
Yeah.
But they would have told good old Mary, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they have told me?
Do you have a secret
Definitely.
basement?
I don't have a secret basement in this house, no.
Ah, but would you tell us if you had one?
And she starts to cry, and she goes, I don't know why you wouldn't believe me, but all I care about is my daughter.
Do you know which way she went?
I have no idea.
Do you know where the windmill is?
Do I know where the windmill is?
Yeah, the windmill.
I don't. What windmill?
I have a deed for a windmill
Oh. Oh no, I
in
don't
the
know where the
mountains
windmill.
east of Wallaki.
I'm sorry, I don't know where the window is. The windmill, I mean. Awesome. Cats. So you feel that you probably won't get much more out of her. She's just very concerned about her daughter and has locked herself up in her house. And
Do you know if anyone around in this village had any maps around the area? Because you said we shouldn't find Strahd, and the best way to not find someone is to know where they are, so we can not go there.
that would probably be Bildrath, who is in the building to the north if he's still there. He is
Right.
He's a purveyor of some goods. He might have what you're looking for.
So that large building in the north that still has lights?
Yes, the one that next door to the north, yes.
Mm. Oh, thank you.
And she
And
continues
I
to
lick her face.
And she sort of pulls away a little bit, but only because you surprised her, but not really, and it just continues to sob. She goes, I can't offer you anything, but hopefully you can find my daughter Gertruda and save her from a fate worse than death, but I have nothing to offer you. I just only please hope you'll help me if you ever see her. What is the point of this woman? I read the whole fucking thing. I don't know why she's even in this
Right.
story.
Is there anything else going on in this town? Are all these other houses empty, are they?
Not
We're just
necessarily.
we're
You
just not
you already
investigating.
have information about one more that you know isn't empty, which is the one next door.
Right, guys, should we check for maps then? It might make us get us home easier, maybe.
If we check for my
Maps.
maps, I was like, damn, I know you're a cat, dude, but you're gonna have to roll pretty high in persuasion.
Checking for mice.
Actually, are there any mice around?
You don't see any mice. No, as a matter of fact, the town is oddly empty of any creatures or animals that you might see running around. No dogs, no cats, nothing.
That's odd. I mean, I'm happy there are no dogs, but no cats.
Nothing. Well, you.
Right. Should we check purveyor then? I look at the others.
Oh, we want to check
Sure, why
next door
not?
too.
Why not? I will do whatever.
Okay.
Because the sooner we're done here, this place gives me the creeps.
Cool. Okay, let's go there. And I turn to the woman and don't go far and lock yourself well. But let us in if we come back because we might be coming back.
And it's all she can do to, like, she doesn't really want to. You can tell she just would prefer to sit in the middle of the floor and sob. But as she sees that you're leaving, you can tell she's getting ready to board up the place behind you when you leave, to, so that she's safe inside.
Right. So I kind of know that the door is from there because I walked on top of the roofs. So I tell the others that let's go this way.
Okay, and you guys are going to proceed to the building north?
And I will try to listen in to the door.
When you get there, you do notice that sparse light from the building spills out behind heavily drawn curtains, and there is a sign over the door creaking on its hinges. And it reads Bildrath's Mercantile.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
We might be able to buy some stuff.
I feel like this isn't the best place to do some shopping. I'm just saying, if I was going to set up a business and maintain that business, wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but that might still mean that he has a lot of stuff that no one bought.
Yeah, there's a difference between shopping and stealing, though. I'm quite happy to go and steal if he's not there.
What
then,
is this?
You know,
What is this stealing you're talking about, by the way?
when you take things and no one asks you for anything in return because they don't notice.
Oh, in that case, what is this shopping you are talking about?
It's when they notice.
Ah, so shopping is when we run. Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Right. I gingerly meow in the door and then say, "Is there anyone there?" And I try to listen if there's any reaction to that.
Yeah, and right away, a guy comes out. He looks like a male human, and he says, "Well, oh, and the doors weren't closed or barred up or anything. He just had the curtains drawn, and so he's not barricaded in like the other woman was." And he says, "Oh, welcome, welcome. My name is Bildrath Cantimer, and I'm the purveyor of this establishment. Have you come to trade?"
Maybe. What do you have to trade?
And the answer to what he has is he gestures around the room, and you can see all the items from the player's handbook that you would have on the equipment list that's worth 25 gold or less. So anything in that thing, he's got it. And he says, "Yes, I have many fine goods. I trade often with the Vistani, and when they come here and pass through, I'm the go-to guy. And so if you would like to have any of my items, by all
The
means."
what's the what?
The Vistani. Oh, you know the Vistani, the gypsy people.
Oh yeah, we
no,
know them. We're super knowledgeable. We know all about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, they know I just forget things. I'm forgetful. Who are the
Yeah.
Vistani?
Yeah, the Vistani, the gypsy, the travelers. They move all around in their traveling wagons, and some live in the town close by. But I'm sure if you travel to these parts, you must run into them.
Oh yeah, loads of times
maybe.
I've done loads of.
And we made sure to get them up to their feet after that. Anyway, do you have any maps from the area?
Ooh, maps. Let's dig around. And he calls over her shoulder, "Bildrash, bring up a map." You looking for a map of this area, I assume?
Well, yeah, more or less. Because I mean we are here, so why would we want a map from somewhere else?
Roll percentage dice. You can do that in the open. $28. Okay. He goes, you know, as a matter of fact, I do have a map of Barovia here, but it is only about, I'm going to go ahead and say 28% complete.
Right.
So let me show that to you, and if you would like, I will sell it to you.
I mean, how much would you usually charge for a map?
This map. Well, let me show it to you, and then we can discuss price.
Well, see, because if this map is 28% complete, we should only be paying at most 28% of whatever price you'd usually have on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
I nod very heavily.
Okay, so let me show this to the players 1 second. So 28% is going to be. So he shows you this map.
I look at it, it's quite blank. Then I turn it around and see the map. Then I turn it around again to make north up and not upside down. Ooh, shiny. And where are we? Oh, there we are. Is it where we are?
We are. I will show you. Hold on a second.
I just point at a very random point on the map.
We are. Yeah, we are here.
Ah, I see. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. Yes, exactly. I just wanted to test you, and I wink at him. Right. So, how much do you say this would worth for you?
If you would like to have this map, I can sell that to you for 20 gold pieces.
20 gold pieces. That's too much. I mean, there's barely anything on this map. And meanwhile,
Yes,
I try to memorize every detail on the map.
When I complete this map, it's going to be worth at least a couple hundred. So I'm giving it to you for maybe 10% of what it's worth when it's complete.
Yeah, but see,
And who would buy it?
We could complete this. I'm pretty good at maps. Like, I could complete this for you, and then like it would just save you the trouble of it. So,
you know, I'll tell you what I'll do. If you will buy this map from me, we'll work a deal. You give me 20 gold so that when you die and don't come back, I have something. And then when you bring me back the map completed, I will buy it back from you for 200 gold.
I think I just turned to the
300.
and sort of like, oh god.
I try to bargain and. Can I roll persuasion or anything for that?
You can roll persuasion. Yes, stand by. Okay, so that's funny. He says, "I'll tell you what, 200 is the offer, but depending on if you do a good job, maybe there'll be a little bit more in it. You know, the better the map, the more it's worth to me."
And how about you also give me that rapier, and I point at the rapier I was eyeing all the time. How about you give me also a discount on that?
Well, my normal price for the rapier. Let me find out how much a rapier is.
25 gold.
Oh, is it
I
25?
just searched.
My normal price for the rapier is 250 gold.
250 gold for a rapier? I mean, it's just
Got to turn a profit.
average one. I don't really even care about it.
That's when we take the rapier and murder him with it to see if it's actually magical.
Got to
Yeah.
relog.
I can assure you I can assure you quite easily that is just a normal rapier.
Yeah.
But this
A normal
guy,
rapier don't
yeah,
work that
this guy says that rapier, if you would like to buy it, I will sell it to you for 250 gold. And when you start asking him how much everything costs, he will tell you the exact price, whatever the player's handbook says, times 10.
Okay, while this conversation is happening, can I like just be kind of pretending I'm looking around, but like pocketing little things, like just anything little and shiny that I can grab and hide?
Here comes Joe. You
Who's
can
reconnecting?
oh, you're reconnecting. You can do that. Would you would you like to try to do that?
I would.
And
Okay,
I
so
would also try to do that.
okay, so both of you guys tell me what you're trying to steal, and then
If it's shiny and or in a bottle, I want it.
well, okay, so as I said, everything that's in the player's handbook that's under 25 gold is in this room. So you specifically tell me what you're trying to take, and then roll a sleight of hand.
I don't have my player's handbook on me.
Can I see them doing this?
Yes, I mean, I don't know. Roll perception.
I want some cartographer's tools for one thing, because I don't actually have any. I want to try and mix some cartographer's tools.
Okay, so I will tell you what happens, Ezekiel, with your roll in one moment. So I'm waiting for sleight of hands.
Yeah, I would just try to grab a dagger or two if I find some like showing that. And what is that? And meanwhile, I try to put away a couple of daggers.
Okay, so since you tried a distracting move, you can do your sleight of hand at advantage.
Nice.
Ezekiel does not notice Karos. That's unbelievable.
Natural 20.
No, you rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
Karos, you do see Karos. I mean, Ezekiel does see Moon do this, and let's find out. More importantly, wait a minute. Let's find out more importantly if the shopkeep saw you do that.
Oh.
Yes, his passive perception is 11, and you rolled an 8. So you've been caught. Now, what were you going to say, Richard?
Do I have my cartographer's tools?
You do.
Do I manage that? Awesome.
So when I see him doing this, because I don't know that she's doing it too, my instant reaction, as I'm very protective of my party members, I'm gonna place my hand on the guy's shoulder to get him to look at me, and I'm gonna speak sleep at his face hole.
Oh
I'm gonna use the command spell.
You
DC 13 wisdom save.
right, but that are you using sleep or are you using command?
Command.
You-
I'm telling him to sleep.
You cannot command somebody to sleep. You have to command them to do an action that they can do consciously, like run or flee or drop, or you can't command somebody to die or sleep.
Okay, well, I'll command him to forget then.
No, okay, so you have to command him to do something physically. You can't affect his mind.
Okay.
Yeah, forget that. That's a completely different spell. I mean, you're trying to OP the command spell, which I'm not going to allow you to do. In other words, they have a spell for sleep. They have another spell that you can affect people's minds with. The command spell. Well, here, let me just read it. Hold on. I'm not doing a good job of telling you why you can't do it. I totally appreciate what you're trying to do. You're trying to have the guy not do anything, which is awesome. But let me just see this for a second. Ezekiel command. You speak a one-word command that the creature. Okay, the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command. Some typical commands. Approach, drop, flee, grovel, halt. Yeah, see, so, but you can see how, like, sleep or die or something like that wouldn't work. You follow what I'm getting at there?
Well, I especially understand why die wouldn't work, but I mean, you're the DM, so if you say something's
No,
not going to work, it's not going to work.
Basically, you could tell him to lie down on the floor and close your eyes, but that wouldn't make him fall asleep because that would be a bodily function and not an action.
Yeah, you
if
can
that makes sense.
you can tell him to do an action, but the problem is you only get one word. So
Right.
if command allowed you to speak a sentence, you could certainly tell him lie down on the floor and close your eyes. You could do that, but you only get one word, so you have to try to find a way. But sleep isn't going to really work, I don't think.
The quick question though is, does Moon notice that the guy notices Moon?
Does Moon notice that he's been noticed?
Yes.
Oh my God! Roll perception. No. I mean, and he's about to become aware unless Ezekiel makes that impossible. So what have you?
I can't make it. I can, command him to run or whatever, but he's still going to know that it happened. So I can't command him to do anything that will stop him from knowing.
Can we see anyone else in this shop?
Well, okay, so Ebas, hold on a second because we're starting to get into rules of order here, so I need to handle one thing at a time.
Would I notice Moon?
Roll perception.
Where is my perception?
Yes.
Okay, when
So-
I notice that and I spot the shopkeeper, I'm just gonna accidentally trip into a pile of stuff.
Okay, you can do that, but stand by for a second because I want to finish. You guys are trying to do all this shit simultaneously, and I need to handle the order of how it happens. So Ezekiel is trying to put him to sleep, but he can't do that. So what are you going to do, Ezekiel?
No, I mean, yeah, Ezekiel can't do that, so he's not really going to do anything.
Oh, is he just gonna forget forget that whole thing since I shut you down and put you in the closet and threw away the key and locked it and yelled at you?
No, I'm
'Cause
not
I-
upset or anything. It's just that,
No, I know.
he's
I
already noticed.
right.
So
I
can't
want
stop
you.
him.
I totally want you to be able to do that, but you need the sleep spell for what you want to do.
I understand.
So, okay.
No, I'm not upset or anything. We're good.
All right. So the other thing was then Ebas asked me, "What do you see in the shop?" Is that what your question was?
Is there anyone else in the shop?
There's you guys and him, and he has called to his helper, some named person that isn't in this room but is in the building. Oh no, sorry, you did see him. He came and brought the map and then disappeared again. And so this was also a human male. He was a younger stock boy kind of a guy, and he had a he was carrying, for whatever reason, he was carrying a shield. And then he disappeared back in the thing. So he was not witness to this attempted theft. So now he has seen you, and Kuros, you trip into a pile of stuff, right? Accidentally, quote unquote.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my, like I don't want to like break anything. I just want to cause a bit of chaos. I'm like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
gonna clear this up. I am so sorry.
Leave, or I'll call the guard.
What was that?
Well, I'd never tested that sound before. I personally, it's called Get Out. And I personally thought what was going to happen was it was just going to be this big booming voice going, "Get out!" But it wasn't that.
Oh, it's terrifying me. I was like, what is
Hex
this?
you for that one.
Oh, shit. Okay, so he screams at you at the top of his lungs. And he scoops up the map and he, holds it, and he picks up like just a sundry, dish or something, and he throws it at Moon, and he screams, "Get out! Get out! Get out of here now!" And then he calls for his helper.
I'm gonna attempt to knock him out with the flat side of my blade
Oh my god.
because he just
Okay.
attacked one of my party members. I don't care why.
You're gonna attempt to knock him out?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack on him, and then we'll see what happens. You don't have a target, so just roll the attack.
He just did.
Oh, okay. So you hit him, and you do 10 points of damage. And everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh god. This was
Sorry, guys.
From furniture to innocent people. Okay, so you guys have all rolled initiative. Fortunately for you, you all go before he does.
1 second though, I should have a +2 on it. I don't know why don't I, because I add my charisma bonus to the initiative as well.
From
I
what?
need to activate the effect probably.
Okay, so you should have 2 more.
Yes.
Okay. Stand by. I need to
And now I have the effect.
grab something. They don't get this. Just 1 second. Crap, where's that guy? Okay, so yeah, I need to grab something. 1 second. Gladiator, huh? Gladiator is in. The difference being he has an intelligence of 6 and, doesn't carry a shield. I misspoke earlier, you guys, when I said that the stock boy had a shield. It is that he does not have a shield. So never mind that.
Oh,
Does it like specifically say he doesn't have a shield?
Yes, it does. And what I did is I read it as he has a shield, and it says he does not have a shield. So I just read it
Seems
wrong.
like such a strange thing.
Well, because if you get into combat, it affects his AC, and he's going to come and join the battle, and I have to adjust his AC per him not having a shield, and his stat block of Gladiator. So good luck, everybody.
No.
So Moon, you're up, and this is just Theater of the Mind, so there's no map. You guys are just in the shop, so you can assume that, we'll just figure out, like, if you want to melee, if you want to spell, if you want to, shoot, whatever the hell it's going to be.
I would like to melee, and am also going to not kill the guy because I saw that Ezekiel was using the flat part or the pommel.
Okay.
But the question is, can I sneak attack while not trying to kill someone?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I will try. I guess I have time to just quickly use my
So
short bow.
I'm gonna
Short sword.
I'm gonna lay down the rules for you guys. If you do not call or say to me in general that you're trying to not kill these guys, but just knock them out, you guys can either say that in general, or you have to tell me before the attack that you do it on. And even if you're trying to do that, if you're trying to knock someone out, but you crit them on the kill blow, they die. So that's how I play. So just so you guys know that in advance.
That's fair. I will fight for knocking out everyone for this combat until I change my mind for events. But
Okay.
generally, I'm gonna go for non-lethal for now. And I don't think that hits.
There is a target in the combat tracker now, by the way. You guys,
sorry.
you guys do have targets in there, or one target at this point, and an 8 will not. An 8 will not do it.
And I will use a bonus action to try my claws at him. Which I guess still won't
Also
hit.
misses. Yep, that still misses.
And I try run a little bit away. And he doesn't get to make an attack of opportunity against me.
Okay.
Not
right.
too far, just a little bit further
Right.
away.
Gotcha. I put non-lethal on Ebis. I should have put it on Moon. Okay, so anything else for Moon? So you guys, there's no map, but we will be using the combat tracker. So make sure you have it open and pass your turn when you're done. Okay, Ezekiel, what will you do?
I'm going to attempt to knock out with non-lethal damage the closest adversary.
There's only one at this point, and that
Okay,
is
then
Periwimple.
Periwimple?
Periwimple, yeah. He's in the combat
Alright.
tracker.
Best name.
Right?
It's awesome.
That's a hit. And your great sword does damage. 6 damage.
That's almost minimum damage.
And Ezekiel, is it your intent to be non-lethal always?
Yes.
Okay.
In this combat.
Okay, and Ebis, it's your turn. Is it your also intent to be non-lethal in this entire combat?
No, I'm not being non-lethal.
Okay, great. Go ahead. Your turn is up.
I'm going to cast this spell. I'm going to touch him and
Inflict wounds, everybody. That is a hit. And he has been inflicted. Oh my good God. 28 points damage. Anything else for Ebis?
no, I'll pass my turn now. Don't think I can hit him as well, can I, with a sword?
Kyros, do you want to be non-lethal or not?
I am gonna cast sleep on them both.
Well, there's only one in the room at this time.
Oh, in which case I don't, because I don't really want to waste it if there's anyone. Then yeah, I'm gonna be non-lethal.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna. Oh, I have a club. I'm gonna try and knock him out with my club.
Oh, I have a club. That's funny.
Is it club
I have never
54?
used this.
All right, you may use your club. Okay, let's find out if that's a hit.
Oh, I forgot.
No, it is a miss. Anything else for Kyros?
just gonna try it. Can I try and like? Oh, he's got the map with him, hasn't he? I was gonna try and grab it and sneak away, but he's got it, so I can't do that. I'm gonna hide behind Ezekiel,
Okay.
and then.
Well, you hit him with a club, so are you moving away from him?
I am
Oh,
within
no.
5 feet of him.
I'm gonna move next to Ezekiel.
Okay, so next to but not behind. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
still in. Okay, that's fine. Shundri, what will you do?
Right, I don't want to kill him either, so can
Okay,
I try and knock him out by punching him?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
It's an unarmed attack, so if you don't have that on your sheet, just roll a d20.
Is that the second to largest one?
Yeah. And what's your strength modifier?
Chandra, you just rolled a d12, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh.
D20 means he's got 20 sides.
Type. You know what, Shundri? In the chat window, type /DIE space D20, and that will ensure that you're getting the right one. But if you line up your dice by right clicking the desktop and choosing the little arrange dice thing, the 20 is all the way on the left. Okay, so what's your strength modifier?
Oh, that was I did it the wrong way. I think I whispered.
Yeah, you got a 15, but I need to know your strength modifier.
I got a 15.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so he rolled on not his. Okay. So Shundri, I need a 20 from you. Okay, so it's the other slash. It's the other slash, not the one you used, and it's
And it didn't die.
It's DIE space D20.
Oh.
So do that first, and then I'm going to show you a little trick, Shundri, in just a second. Okay, so you got an 8. Now type just the slash only and hit enter, and you'll see like a plethora of commands that you can do in the chat window, just so you know.
Yep.
So what's your strength modifier?
Oh, where do I see that?
On your character sheet? Well, I'll look, fine. So if you want to do
Tell me
unarmed,
anyway.
on your character sheet, it's under strength. You know, if you've got you've got, it's a 2.
15 plus
Yeah.
2.
So you rolled a 10, and that does not hit. So you do not even hit him. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
I'm just such a wimp. No.
Okay. In that case, it is his turn. And he reaches over and grabs his spear.
We were trying to be nice, and now he's going to kill us.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
nicely steal from the guy.
Yeah, stealing his crap is being nice. That's awesome. A melee attack deals 1 extra die of its damage when the gladiator hits with it. Okay. So this is not probably going to be good. Okay, so there are 5 of you. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to try to attack Shundri.
Oh no. That damn cat is always getting us into trouble.
Oh my god. He crits Shundri.
What the fuck?
Oh!
And Shundri is down. And he yells as loud as he can, I have 2 more attacks. Get your unconscious friend and get the fuck out of my shop.
Oh.
You can take the non-lethal. You can take the non-lethal effect off of me now.
Okay. And it is still his turn, but he hesitates to see if any of you use, this isn't really the mechanics of the game, but I'm going to, just in this instance, I'm going to see if any of you use your reactions to follow his commands and run away or not.
I use my reaction to. Can I try and like grab Shundry and try and like start? I'm not particularly strong, but I'm gonna try and like drag her out vaguely.
Yeah, and as a matter of
And
fact, you know what we'll do, guys? Let's do this. Let's use the map. Let's use just the City of Barovia map that your tokens are on now, and we'll play it so that we can do the combat this way. You guys had all had him surrounded, we'll say, and
I mean, we could use the marching and formation on the party sheet as well if you want.
we can.
Well, there are tokens there, and you could even drag the combat token there if you want to.
And it works with the but it doesn't. There's no. I can't see the health bars. Is why I don't like that.
If you drag the combat token there, then it will work as a combat map. But right now there's just the non-combat tokens there. So if you drag the
Really?
tokens from the combat tracker there,
Totally didn't know that.
Neither did I.
Totally had no idea you could do that. Interesting. Okay, so everybody open up your party sheet. And I will allow you guys all to arrange yourself around him. Just make sure you're all adjacent to him in some manner.
I mean, I did say that I was running a bit further away. And Kiros used the other token, the one with the green thing around.
Ah, crap. Hold on, everybody. I'm so sorry. Hold on. My bad.
You just cleaned us.
I totally cleaned it.
Nothing but a kitty left.
Okay, so I'll put that guy there. And yeah, you did Moon say that you ran away a little bit and you can disengage without your op attack. So the rest of you should be adjacent to him in some manner. And he puts Shundry on the floor and yells that he has 2 more attacks and suggests that you get the fuck out of his shop right now before his nephew comes up to join the battle.
I want to try and drag Shundry.
I want to try to help drag Shundry.
Okay, so it appears so far that the only person that isn't willing to do that is the person that said you can change my damage to non-lethal. Is it Ezekiel's intent to flee or to stay and fight?
I'm out the door.
It's a difficult choice.
There are chairs worthier of death.
Fuck.
That's true,
Let
but
this
we've
one
been
go. Save your blade for the chairs.
Come on,
using
Chairman.
full damage this whole time, and then he decides to use lethal damage and try to kill one of our this bitch.
No, Ezekiel, let's just back up here a second. Here's what happened. You fuckers tried to rip him off. He caught you. He said, get the hell out. You tried to make him go unconscious, or thought that's what you wanted to do. Then you guys decided that you were going to battle him before he even took a swing at you and
He
try
touched
to
someone
knock him
else.
out unconscious. Then he was like, it's fucking game on, and he's going to try to kill you now. Or-
Yeah,
He's
To be
got 3
honest-
attacks, and his
To be
first attack
fair-
killed Shundry in 1
Guys,
hit. He can
to
wipe
be-
us out in 2 rounds. It's not worth it.
To be fair, Ezekiel has an intelligence score of 4. So I do shout at Ezekiel, come on,
I
Chairman,
think-
we
I
need
think
to be there somewhere else.
I think though that Richard the player, not Ezekiel, was somehow under the mistaken impression that he started it, which he did not. The prior
No, Ezekiel knows that I started it. Like, my problem, what I'm upset at him about, is that he used lethal damage while we were using non-lethal. Like, we weren't going for killing blows, and he went for the
I was
instant
going
kill.
for him, though.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. He has no way of knowing that you're trying not to kill him.
It was a combat, so... But it's up to you.
I guess that's fair. I guess I'll retreat with my party. I very well could kill him, but he has 2 more attacks, and he could kill me too, so...
Okay, so if you guys flee his shop, he allows you to flee, and somehow Kiros gets to keep the cartography tools.
Yes, he did not stole them, to be fair.
But you do not have the map, and you escape with your lives, and so you now have a unconscious party member.
I'm gonna
So
cast Holy
I will
Word.
say that one round of combat will go by for you guys to get out of the store. Shundry makes a death save, gets a 1, which means she has
Oh,
2
no.
failures. And I'm not
Do
going to
the
change.
medical thing.
I'm not.
Whatever
I'm
it's
not.
called.
I'm not going to change the initiative order. But Moon is up. You guys each have a turn before Shundry could possibly die if she rolls a 1, or if she rolls anything less than a 10.
Can I ask that? Can someone heal her and ready that if no one can, then I make a medicine check, a last minute one.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. Ezekiel, what will you do?
Use Cure Wound.
Ah, this is going to solve everything. Okay.
Yay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's cured. You guys are out of the store. You managed to get away from this guy. He's not chasing you. Kyros, you can give yourself a set of cartographer tools on your character sheet if you have not done that.
I did that.
And also a pat on your back for fucking up the day. Awesome. I love it.
I have a question. So I have the cartographer's tools. I also have like paper and ink and a pen. Can I make my own map as we go?
Yeah, you can.
Also, I
Yeah.
did mention that I try to memorize as much as possible. Can I, at one point, try to make a check or something and tell Kiros what to draw and remember what I saw on the map?
Here's what we'll do. I'll take care of that now. I'll reshade the map for what you don't remember. And so tell me what you think would be the best check to make for that. Nature? Survival. I'm sure you want neither one of those.
Well, some knowledge check definitely.
Yeah, maybe
It could probably,
Just a
or it
straight
could be,
intelligence check.
I
or
think
it could be a perception check on how
I
much I
think
actually
yeah,
learned it.
okay, so I think perception makes the most sense. So I'll give you a perception check. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you a perception check. Whatever you roll, I will add to the number 50. I turn that into a percentage number, and then let you keep the amount of what I've shown you based on that percentage.
Fair.
Okay, so 63%. So I'm just gonna call it 2/3. That's close enough. So I'm gonna shade a third of what I showed you randomly.
Thank you.
And let me get that map. Where the hell is it? You guys are probably looking at it right now. How dare you take that shit away? I know you guys were all looking at it going, oh my god, trying to remember this. So I took it away. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of it.
I'm not even looking at what have you done?
I'm going to take
I
away a
wasn't.
third of this. Okay, so hold on.
I feel like I should have been looking at something now.
I'm going to reshade that, and I'm going to reshade...
Also, Moon starts to purr and says, well, that went well.
Kitty.
Okay,
I just
so...
glare at Moon, and I just like, if there's like a, oh no, there's no water, is there? I'm just gonna like glare at the cat and be like, you have a strange definition of well.
Why? You said that we want to go shopping.
Yeah, but that.
And you
was
said that shopping is when
before
we are caught.
I lied.
Okay, so I'm putting you guys back on the Barovia city map. Village of Barovia, that is. I have thrown your tokens on there haphazardly. You guys can probably see a little bit more of the... Is that somebody else playing noises?
Nope.
I hear noises.
It's your sound.
It's
your
your
sound.
bot doing it. Yeah.
I
Might be
didn't-
it might be one of the soundtracks playing.
Yeah, but I didn't. I thought I had it off. I didn't realize there was one playing, so I shut it off. Okay. So you guys, I'm gonna open the map so you can see a little bit more of it here.
And meanwhile, I just want to let the others know I'm making some notes in the notes section, and I made it public so everyone else can see if they want to. As in player notes.
Okay, so I hear those noises again. What the hell's going on here with this shit?
Do you have any hotkeys that you are pressing meanwhile somehow?
I use my shift key, but that doesn't do anything with sounds.
It's right, they're not that loud. It could just be playing something from the triggered things.
I can't even hear anything.
Oh, you know what it is? Yes, I do have a trigger. That's my bad. Can you guys hear what that sound sounds like? What do you guys think that sound is that you're hearing? Can you hear it?
Sounded kind of like sort of underground water, I suppose. Like,
Sewers?
So, nope, it's whispers. And it does trigger in the chat when anyone whispers.
Ah,
Hey,
Ah.
that's hilarious.
Okay.
And I had forgot.
Um,
I set that up last night, and I totally forgot I did it. And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I look over,
Oh,
and the
yes.
entire window's filled with whispers between people. Okay, so you guys are there, and there's much more. I'm just going to be a little bit more liberal, I think, here with the site. Of what you guys can see. And there is apparently smoke coming out of some of the buildings. The two that you just entered have very strong plumes of smoke. A couple of the ones over here that appear to have smoke coming out of them, they appear to be weaker, as if maybe only remnants of a fire. But the one that is here is very strong, and that is all you can see at this point.
what time of the day is it roughly, if you can tell?
I'm going to say it is...
Whisper o'clock.
right there. It's in the chat. 1 o'clock.
It's probably way too early to go take some rest, but okay, guys, where to next?
You guys could probably take a short rest if you wanted to. Right here. I mean, the streets are empty. I mean, nobody. I mean, it's you consider yourself to be pretty safe, just like sitting down on the ground for an hour. I mean, you could probably take a short rest without a problem.
I mean, in a town where people just disappeared.
You never know. But there is and that room to the north, that building to the north with the smoke coming out of it does look to be pretty big. I mean, it's shaded beyond the edge of it, but the building obviously is bigger than what you can see, so it looks pretty big.
And I feel like someone's whispering around. Right, Moon, does hisses sometimes while walking because he has some bruises, but says that, guys, do you think we should check that house?
I think we should have a short rest and make sure that Chandri's recovered before we get our asses kicked again.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe. I look at the house right next to me, and can I try to peek inside?
Yes, you. Well, it's boarded up. You don't see anything, and you also do not hear anything. And it's dark.
Right. How about we just walk in here because I don't really like to rest here outside.
I'm sure we can find a box for you, Moon. Don't worry.
I start to
If you
burn.
guys wanted to, oh man, this happens to me every time. I gotta step away from the keyboard for a second, guys. The sunlight comes in through the window and it puts a glare, and I can't even see anything. So hold on one second.
It's 11:45 here, so sunlight.
Everybody in the chat gets a ride. And they get to see my pajama bottoms, because that's how I roll. That is how I roll, everybody. All right,
So yeah, Chandri, do you mind if I heal you up a little bit more?
back to the top.
Before you do, if we're doing a short rest, I have my Song of Rest thing as well. So if we wait until I've done that and then see how much she's got left, because that's a D6, I think.
What exactly does that do?
When we take a short rest, I can heal us all 1d6,
Basically-
I believe.
Basically,
Yeah, 1d6.
whoever spends hit dice, whoever spends at least one hit die,
Okay.
on the top of all the hit dice, they will get an extra d6.
Right, and you have an effect, Karos, on your sheet that if people are going to throw hit die, before they do it, you can target those individuals who say they're going to throw hit die, and you can apply that effect to them, and it will add it to their hit die automatically when the first time they do it.
Oh, sweet.
Because I'm the DM who codes my players' sheets to do cool shit like that.
Thank you.
All right, so do you guys in fact want to just go in this house, breaking in and entering? The criminality continues.
Well, if it's empty, then it's just going inside.
So wait a minute. If you're in your town where you live, Adam, if you go to someone's house and it's empty, that means you can just go in, and that's not breaking and entering.
Oh wait, for Adam, for me, it would be, but for Moon, it's just an empty house.
Okay, I see what you're doing there. You're role playing. Good for you. Give yourself inspiration. Oh wait, you already have it. Okay. So yeah, you guys can go in there and take a rest, and so I will apply a short rest. So if in fact Moon and or Chandri are going to throw hit dice, then Kyros can apply the Song of Rest effect to them.
Okay.
I would like to, yes.
Okay, so I have to throw what?
So let me apply the rest. 1 second. So on your character sheet, Chandri, on the front page on the main tab on the bottom, there's the hit dice. Just you would, but wait till Karos applies her effect. So let Karos apply his effect.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, am I doing that? Okay. Oh yes.
Okay, so oops, I did that wrong.
You did?
We're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna go ahead and let that stand, but I coded that incorrectly. So let me fix that. What should that be, Adam? Should that be
There was an effect, let me look it up.
I have it as heal 1d6, but it needs to be, I have it as a heal. It needs to be an effect on the player that...
Oh, did you add it as a healing, or did you add it as an effect?
I added it as a healing, and I think I meant to add it as
you need to add an effect that spells heal, and then that will add to the next healing effect.
Okay. And it's all capital. It's HEAL capital colon space 1d6, right?
I'm not sure about the 1d6, but everything else is right.
Okay, so that's targets.
Yeah, dice and numbers are supported, so you can say 1d6.
Okay. Okay.
You can test it on me if you want me again.
Well, Shundry, are you gonna throw a hit dice?
I am. Oh,
Okay, so let's try and see if it works. We've already given her 6, but I just want to see if it works. So effect. Wait. Oh, damn! You did it already, didn't you? Shit. That's my bad. I wanted you to wait, but that's okay. That's fine.
sorry.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We can't really test it till the next rest, so we'll assume it works. I'll fix Karos's sheet. Yeah, I guess we can. Ah, Jesus! I just deleted the whole thing. Fucking Fantasy Grounds. Actually, fucking Rob Toohey is what I need to say.
No, blame it on Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, it
blame
was
the
me.
software. It's the fucking software.
Right. When I click delete, it's the software's fault for following my instructions.
Same as when the
Exactly.
combat tracker
Rob-
doesn't work when you try and use the map to target and don't drag them
Yeah.
onto the combat tracker. It's the fucking game. It's not
That's
you.
right. It's not me. It's
Rob-
never me.
Rob,
Yeah.
we can test it now because I don't have any abilities that needs a long rest or used or anything. So you can long rest me to get me that one hit die back, and I can just re-roll it again because I only used one.
Okay, so hold on a second. I need to rebuild the thing first. Okay. Add effect. Song of Rest. Heal 1d6. Targets on next roll. Good enough. All right, so I'm going to... How do you long rest an individual character?
Right click on the character sheet.
Aha! Okay, so I will apply the effect.
So previously I did gain 2 max wounds, so I just wound myself now.
And then give it a shot. You rolled a 5, it gave you 6, it did not work.
Maybe it's just for healing spells and not working on healing effect then.
No, it should totally work. All right, we're not going to bog down the game, and we'll worry about it. I'll fix it on break time or after the game if we need it again. But we'll.
Or what we can use is have it on the heal 1d6 and then we just heal the character who uses the hit dice. So
yeah, we
that
can do that.
also
But
work.
I would like to try to make it work so that it works for the hundreds and hundreds of dollars I've invested in Fantasy Grounds, that it works the way I want it to work.
Yeah, I
And
get that.
I'm not the type of person who is like many other people you run into in the Fantasy Grounds community who's like, you know what, let's just do it manually and move on. I can't do it. I have too much OCD for that.
Don't worry, I will test it already. But what I said is that if we still need to use it during this game, we can just use the extra d6 healing, and by the next game we figure it out of game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so what do you guys want to do? Oh, and you can unwound yourself. There you go.
Got a condition, Rob, that you need to put on me, or whatever it's called. I'm immune to disease.
There is no effect for that. That's just something you have to remember.
Ah, okay then.
Yeah, there's no combat tracker effect for immune to disease, because disease isn't anything that comes into play that has numbers with it or anything like that. All right. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You've rested. You've all come out of this little house here, and
I try to sneak around the house with the large smoke and peek in windows.
okay.
Oh, by the way, at the end of the long rest, because Karos was healing us with his song, I will lick him on his face.
Which house?
It was a short rest, by
Like-
the way.
After Moon licks me, I just kind of like give him an awkward little scritch behind the ear.
And I smile and purr. Anyway, I'm gonna try to sneak around. So that would be the stealth. And do I roll perception for looking around?
What are you looking for?
I try to search for anything where I can peek inside the house and see what's there.
Well, there's obvious windows and doors that you can go up to.
Which
I
house
try
is
to
he looking
go-
at?
Okay, so here's the one we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
the
okay.
one where the arrow is.
And I try to go around clockwise. And
Okay.
everywhere there's a window, I peek in and try to see what's around.
Okay. Are you actually moving your token, and I don't see that, or what's going on? Ah, okay. So you get up to this building, and you notice that this is a tavernish kind of a building. And as you look at it, a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Blood. There's blood.
That sounds cheerful.
Wine as in single or W?
Vine, yeah, vine as in a green leafy thing, and not a German accented bottle of alcohol.
Okay.
The vine, drink the vine. I don't know. No, it's actually vine.
It tastes divine. Anyway, if it's a tavern, and do I see anyone or anything inside that's moving? Or...
Yeah, there appears to be some tavernish type of activity inside. You can't really see unless you go in, but it doesn't appear to be a great amount of activity, just a minor activity.
I kind of yell out that, guys, this is a tavern, and I try the door.
And it opens. Yeah, you can go right in, and when you do, it's about 60 feet square. And the N on the sign has been scratched over with an F, so it now says Blood of the Vife. I don't know what the hell that means. But there's a blazing fire in the hearth, and that's why you saw the smoke. And it gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within here. And that includes a barkeep, 3 Vistani sitting together, which you guys might not recognize as Vistani, but based on the description from the person that you spoke with before, you notice that that's what they would probably be. And there's also a man sitting there, and there is a picture of the man. That is the cliche, the man. Like, don't let the man get you down. That's the man.
That's the man.
That is the man.
The dude.
And
Who's the man?
who's the
Hey
man?
man, I'm the dude.
And
Jeff Bridges.
He reminds me of the bee.
he's
What,
sitting
babe?
by himself in a corner table, sipping his vine. And he is sees you guys. Everybody kind of sees you guys come in, and oddly, even though the town's deserted and there's not many people, and these people are inside this tavern, they don't react to you coming in like, "Oh, wow, strange people" or whatever. They just see you and they're like, "Yeah, more people, cool." And so nobody really has any particular reaction when you guys walk in. If all of you walked in, I think only Moon said he walked in, but I'm assuming you guys are all going to go in.
Yeah, we're following
Yeah.
behind him.
And you guys don't have to. I mean, there's no like map of the interior of the building or whatever. So if you guys all say you're going in, that's cool. So what do you guys do?
Is there an open fireplace somewhere?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, the guy that I showed you the picture of, he sees you and he kind of waves. He puts his hand up and he sort of waves you over, like, yeah, come and make yourself comfortable. And he's sitting next to the fire.
I don't even look at the guy. I just go and pounce in front of the fireplace and curl down a little bit to dry my fur out of this foggy thing.
Okay. And he says, I see that you must be adventurers. Might I offer you some? Might you help me with a quest? Oh God, fuck, I'm terrible at this shit. I have a quest for you. Would you like to listen to what I have to say about that?
Hell yeah.
Depends if you have coin.
Oh yeah, money.
Well,
Yeah, we'll listen. I'll listen.
oh right, yeah. MBG98, thank you. It's not blood. It's not blood of the vinth. It's the sign said blood on the vine, and now it says blood of the vine. That makes way more sense to me.
Oh,
But what the description in the module said, the N has been replaced with an F, and there was, and I'm thinking it's in the word vine. Yeah, so got it. Thank you to MBG98 who corrected me on that. Okay, so he says my name is Ismark, and I need help, and I need aid in protecting my sister Irina. And he says, I need you to help me escort Irina to Valakai, a settlement in the heart of the valley, beyond the view of Castle Ravenloft, and I hope beyond the reach of Strahd. I know that moving her is a gamble, but...
ooh.
Hey, Kalion has followed. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. Sorry, I was talking to the chat, you guys. I know that moving her is a gamble. But I think I need to do it to protect her. And
When he says Valakai, I just put my head up. Valakai, there is a windmill there, right?
there's a what there?
A windmill.
There might be a windmill. I'm not sure. He says.
Note for the GM, my windmill deed says that the deed is to a windmill situated in the mountains east of Valakai.
Ah, so there indeed is a... By the way,
It's in my inventory.
what is that from? Is that from building your character and that...
No, I found it in the house next to Last Wheel and house
Oh,
deed as
and
well.
so you own the deed
In the
to
secret room.
You have the deed to the... Okay, got it.
I took it.
Right. So... yeah, so he asks if you will aid him in his quest. And if so, he will take you now to where his sister is.
I mean, what's in it for us?
Greedy sons of bitches.
Yeah, we're gonna get paid.
He says, I'm not much in the way of monetary value, but I would be happy to accompany you as a member of your party to make this journey.
Again, how does that help us? What's so special about you that we need that? Let's be honest. I kind of look him up. And
I've
down,
spent most of my adult life training with weapons, and I hope to myself one day confront and kill Count Strahd. That should be reason enough for you all to want to help me to help you.
Well, to be honest, I don't even know who this Strahd guy is that you have this vengeance against. But do you know the area at all?
And Ismark said, "Didn't the lady in the other house that you were just in tell you who Strahd was?" He doesn't say that.
Well, he doesn't know that he
yeah,
says, so
I
I
know.
can bullshit him.
Right. He says to you, "Surely you know who Strahd is. Everybody knows who Strahd is. The reason we're all in this predicament is because of him."
Just humor us for a moment and assume that we're like strangers from some far off land that have no clue what the hell's going on in this place.
Come on, man. I'm a walking cat. Do you expect me to know some guy
So
called Strahd?
this is the man who controls everything in this area. He has brought us the mist. He has brought us the mist that traps everyone here. None of us can leave. He has many minions and creatures in his control that do his bidding, and it is his wish to exercise his will over this entire area, this not just the city but the land, and to eventually take a bride and become even more powerful.
Well, that doesn't seem like our problem because I don't know about these guys, but we just want to go home. So unless there's something more for us, we've got
regarding
no
your wish to leave, that is literally impossible until the demise of Count Strahd. Killing
I
Count
just
Strahd
jump
will...
on my feet.
You know what?
I just jump on my feet and says, "What did you just say?"
I said, if we can kill Count Strahd, the mists will go away and we can all live happily and you guys can return to your homes.
Right. So how do we kill this guy then?
Grab your sword, grab your bow, tally force, sally ho. We'll kill the beast.
Yeah. And so he says, I offer to join you in your quest to kill Count Strahd if we can first protect my sister.
I look at the others. Well,
Meanwhile, the bartender's like mindlessly cleaning glasses one after the other, and he's looking over at you at this conversation, nodding like like he's kind of watching a TV show or something, even though there's no TV in D&D.
can I try to look at the bartender a little bit and make an insight check or anything to decide whether he's gonna run out and tell on us to someone the first chance it happens?
I would say even with an insight check, there's absolutely no way you could tell that in advance if that was his plan.
Okay.
Because it doesn't involve... I mean, you can't read someone's mind.
No, but if he looks like he's definitely like
He
trying to
doesn't...
listen and
Yeah,
spy without that intention.
no, he just looks interested. I'm just trying to create ambiance that there's other people in the room.
Okay, sorry.
And the Vistani owners, the Vistani people are also sitting at the table, and you get the feeling that they're, they kind of watch you, but they also keep their eye on the bartenders or the bartender, and you don't know for sure, but you feel that these guys may even own this tavern, these people. And I actually just said the Vistani owners because I fucked up. God damn, I hate the way they wrote this. So they do own it. They're the owners. That doesn't really have much to do with anything. But yeah, so he tells you, I'll join your party as a combatant, as a member of your fighting force, if you will help me protect my sister, and then I'll join you on your quest to go after this Strahd, so you can all go home.
And where is your sister now? Do we know where
he says, I'll take you to her. She's just in a building down to the south.
She's not the one crying because her daughter ran
Oh,
away, is
Mad
she?
Mary? No, that stupid bitch. No, that's not my sister. My sister's a much younger woman. That bitch that lost her daughter, we all know about her. She's crazy.
You're not the most kind-hearted individual.
Yeah, I should. You know what? Let me back that up as DM. I should really watch my role playing, because his character would not have said that. That's just me trying to be funny. So yeah, but he says, no, Mad Mary, she's distraught because her daughter has gone missing, and none of us can do anything to console her. But no, that is not my sister. My sister's name is printed in this module somewhere right here in front of me that I just can't see all of a sudden. What in the fuck is his sister's name? Irina Kolyana. She is my stepsister. No, adopted sister. And I will take you to her now. And
The
so,
yawner? Is she always sleepy?
say that again?
Did you say the yawner? Is she always sleepy?
The young. No, I didn't. I don't know what you're asking me. Spell that word. Are you saying why?
Say the yawn when she's sleepy.
Are you saying yawner, like a person who yawns?
Yeah.
I don't
sense.
recall saying
So-
that. If I did, I misspoke. But no, I don't know if you're trying to be funny, Adam, or not. But that I didn't. I don't know what you're
I
talking about.
maybe misheard her last name.
Kolyanas. K-O. Here, hold on.
Oh,
Irina Kolyana.
I see.
So
not Yawner.
yeah, he says to take, or he says I'll take you to her house right now if you'd like. And so, how do you? I can't remember how to grab everybody here. Oh, it's this one. Fucking map. God, what a pain in the ass this layer extension is. It's pretty cool, though. Okay, so he takes you guys down here to this house.
Oh, nice little house.
And this is a very wary-looking mansion. Squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The shuddering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tampered down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped this once beautiful finish on the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. And by the way, you guys have seen in your travels throughout this village that a lot, if not all of the buildings have scratch marks or claw marks on the wood on the outside of them. So there's that.
I mean, Moon's been here before.
That's scary.
So let's see.
So,
Passive
I mean, if I
perception.
casually ask, is Margaret, so why are you so intent on replacing the shiny little windows with these planks?
Okay, I'll get to that as soon as I finish with what I was doing. So
Okay.
just hold that question. Moon and Shundry and Thorin, who's not here today. Take him off the list. So Moon, Shundry, and just you two notice that the trampled weeds on the ground, you can discern that there are wolf paw prints and human paw prints.
Start history a little bit. There were some really mangy, strange dogs around.
Hmm.
And you come to the house, you're able to, sorry, now Adam, you had a question. I can't remember what you just said.
I asked whether so why did they sorry, so why are they so intent to replace those shiny glass windows with these planks?
Oh, you're asking the other members of your party that?
I no, I was asking Ismark, who came with us.
Oh, because of the attacks, he says. Because of the many minions of Strahd that have come to take and or hurt our people. That is why I fear for Irina's life. I think that it's possible Irina resembles somebody that Strahd cared about or cares about, and that he is going to try to take her or do something. We just really don't know. And at the moment he's explaining that to you, he opens the door to the house to reveal her. She's there, and she looks like this. She's hot.
Yeah.
And do you guys want to go inside there to talk to her? He kind of is leading the way. He walks in and says, yeah, just come on in and meet my sister.
Yeah, I'll follow kind of behind him.
Okay. So
Me too.
the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are on the boarded up windows and the presence of a holy symbols in every room. The burgomaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin around by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay. And they reveal to you, they kind of point that out, and they reveal to you that that is their father. Ismark and
Oh,
Irina's
Lord,
father
he isn't.
is the burgomaster, and he's obviously passed away. Sorry, I did not hear what you were saying. Can you repeat that?
I just said not anymore. He isn't.
Yeah, well, he
And
was.
he looks that tired.
He's dead tired.
Oh,
Irina tells you that she has met Strahd and has been in his presence, and she needs protecting because she has been bitten by Strahd, and he is a vampire.
Can I roll anything to any check to know anything about vampires and their
History?
bites?
History. Moon doesn't know very much about vampires.
Could I
You know
roll
that
for
Moon knows it's bad to be bitten.
Oh,
Try
did
the
it hurt
same
much?
So she tells you she has been bitten, and that and so it would be obvious from just doing simple math that it takes more than one bite to do something. But she does fear that he will be coming after her again. She says no one from the village has been brave enough to help Ismark take Kolyan Indrovich to the cemetery for proper burial. And Kolyan Indrovich is our father, who is that gentleman there. And she gestures toward the casket. And
Could I roll a check as well to try and see the?
well, here's how I do that in my games. If a player asks to check something and they fail, I don't allow other players to then do, because then it just becomes, okay, everybody roll a dice and somebody gets a high number and then the information. You know, it's not very much fun to do it that way. So just so you know, in the future, I usually only let the party as a whole do something regarding information. Unless it pertains to a particular character, I'll do it. But in like this is a great example. Like Moon rolled to see if he knew anything about vampires, and he doesn't. But if I just let everybody else roll, it's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not.
Yeah, it's
Quick-
like one
Yeah,
fails,
question
we all
though.
roll till we succeed, and then
Right.
it's pointless. Yeah.
Quick question though. Can it be in a way that, for example, I try to make a history and someone else says they do as well before anyone at all rolled, and then all those who offered, they just roll together, or even that's a no for you? Just quest.
Yeah, no,
Asking.
no, that's fair. But what I want you guys to do is put in your mind the thought of Rob is never going to want us all just to roll and then pick, one high number out of 5 people rolling. Just keep that in your head about that's how I kind of think about it. But there's absolutely group checks. Like if you guys all say you want to do a group check, then what I would do is I would go to the party sheet. I would put in a DC on history. I would roll for everybody and then kind of just do an average. There's many different ways you can do it, but as a DM, I just don't like the idea of I try to pick the lock, I fail. Okay, I try to pick the lock, I fail. Okay, I try to pick the lock. Oh, I picked it. You know what I mean? I don't like that.
Yeah.
It
Totally
just
fair.
doesn't. Yeah,
That's why I asked that.
it's just one of
So-
my particular ways of trying to make the game more fun by just not having everybody roll dice and 5 people do it. Somebody's going to get a good number, right?
Yeah, that's totally fair. But that's why I asked if before any rolls, can others just join in, like, discussing that?
Well,
Oh, and you remember that kind of
yeah,
thing. But again,
here
up to you,
is
before any
here
rolls.
right, and here's exactly what you can do on any roll. Is if somebody's going to make some kind of check, let's say for example history, if someone else is trained or has the proficiency marker for history, they can give the person making the check an advantage. Usually, see, but this is such a landmine, you guys, with how this all works, because usually that would only be for looking or physically checking something. You can't assist somebody to think. You know what I mean? So it's really kind of a case by case basis.
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll just
fine with that,
do
totally.
it as we go. But you, my friend, rolled a horrible roll and know nothing about vampires except for that bites are bad.
Well, that's it.
That's about
Okay,
right.
so she says, "Would you be so kind as to help my brother and I move this casket to the cemetery for proper burial? That is at the northern end of the town, straight up the way. And if you can help us lay our father's body safely to the ground with the local priest Donovich, we would be most eternally grateful."
I think we can at least try to lend a hand.
It all sounds a bit
Or a
fishy to
pal.
me. Oh, sorry, fish.
Hey, that's racist.
Oh, sorry, fish.
Okay. Sorry,
We're
fish.
not going to call you Keros. We're just going to call you fish. Have a wash, will you? Stink.
Okay, I'll just call you feathers then. How's that?
Okay.
Have
Excellent.
Did you just call Birdie feathers?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
That was my fault anyway.
You racist.
Well,
But anyway,
there's
I'll
worse
still
things I could call you.
I still think it's a bit dodgy.
She's a horny devil.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm still laughing at have a wash, will you? Okay,
rude.
so you guys can there are 7 of you now with the 5 of you plus the brother and sister. So you can easily make easily become pallbearers and move this casket up the street, and I will show you I'll just move you guys all where that would be, and I'll reveal the map once you're up there.
Before you reveal the map, can we
Yes.
take a quick break because we're a little bit after, and before we get into something
Sure.
longer, could we just?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys want to do 5 or 10?
10.
Either.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's take 10-minute break. Perfect. We'll do it. We'll start right now and be back at 20 at 30. Be back just shortly after the bottom of the hour.
Okay.
Okay, great.
All right, guys.
Cheers.
All right. I was so into it, I forgot about break time. Damn it. So let's put up the countdown clock. Let's set the countdown clock for 9 minutes, shall we? Because I already fucked around for a few seconds. Starting soon. All right, okay, let's get that counted down. Now, is anybody in the chat that I've grossly ignored, which I, by the way, profusely apologize for. When I DM, it's very hard for me to look over at the chat. Urash spent 0 to redeem a convert. Yes, he did. Also, somebody sprung a trap. Needs more cantrip. Bug zapper goes off. Put that sucker in a big bag and pass it around the campfire. Sneak out to tomorrow's bedroll night. Sneak it. It's a banshee, you silly adventurers. I am looking at getting into some D&D and haven't played in a few years. Where's a good place to start? Oh! The Glaze Glamour GG. If you're still here, I don't think you're still in the chat, but I would have loved to have helped you with that. But Eraser says Rob does open games called Salvage Encounters. This should be in his schedule. Discord. Yes. Thank you, Eraser, for squaring that person away with that. Right, now he's running the Curse of Strahd campaign, and he won't be very responsive. Yes, that's correct. You're a terrible mom. Your cats ran away, your children ran away, even the rats ran away. Is it wrong that I'm imagining a bunch of minions running around? Yeah, I think you meant the little, what do you call it? The little yellow guys from the movie. Yeah, that's funny. Yes, it is wrong, someone said. Uh-oh. Can't hear the chick. Sexist much? I think that's what that meant. Hashtag sexist much. Damn it, he's trying to do a joke. Oh, it's Sidewinder. What's up? He's gone. He's not still here. Let him try the sleep. Critical fail. What does he mean? You're the DM, so your call. Just read the effing spell. I'm just talking to myself, aren't I? Okay, fine. He's still to OP the spell. Where is Sidewinder? General chat. Sidewinder. I can neither confirm nor deny. Alright, I amazingly didn't have to get up out of my chair for break. What the hell? I must need to do something. Oh yeah, I gotta finish reading chat. Okay, it's fine. I'm still trying to OP the spell. We are learning to murder hobo incoming. Why are they trying to rob this guy anyway? Because they can, more or less. Yeah, pretty much. Why pay for it when you can not? Okie dokie. They find out about him from the crying woman, came here and tried to buy his map, then Sticky Fingers started. Yeah, that's what happened too. Moon pretty much got away with not paying for stuff before. The nephew is gonna whoop him. Yeah, they ran away in time. They would have fucking died. They all would have fucking died, you guys. There are way too many inefficient to pull it off. Some should have distracted him while others were, yeah, they didn't. They're just trying to role play and it fucked them. Which could have easily been done with the command spell. That's funny. Pear-shaped all around the orchard. Can I non-lethally cat fireballs in his face? Just call it. Here's a village they'll never be able to return to. You can't cat fireballs. Cats usually don't mesh with fireballs. I could do spitting image of hairballing him. She rolled in with a 5. The first roll was a D12. Was a D12. I'm having a hard time following this. Came in late. Will leave early. They are trying to murder these people for price gouging. Oh fuck, that's so funny. My bad. And also, did they the murder because they stopped him from stealing? No, we were trying to nip things and was caught red-palmed and only tried to tick them out. They attacked, usually because the merchant caught one of them stealing and threw diverging at them, threw some junk at them, and I was going to let them off free. Is still trying to. Wait, think Adam, are you one of the players? Yeah, I'm Moon. I'm still with chatty only client, so I don't see the stream. I see IRC to be precise. Comma. XP, XP, GP, rolling on the floor laughing. Is he trying to justify it? Wow, vote to kick. Fucking A, man. That's so goddamn funny. Fucking Rob Toohey. Oh, shit. Sidewinder cracks me up, man. Okay, so Sidewinder's still cracking me up, man. That is so goddamn funny. All right. Vote to kick. Oh my fucking Rob Toohey. So funny. Gwydion, what's up? Oh, you're in the chat now. Nice. I didn't even see that. Welcome, welcome. If you're still there, people come in and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I don't say anything, and they're like, "Fuck that guy," and they leave. Strahd Friday finally works. Nice.
Smoke the
MBG
cigarette so quick, I got a head rush.
98. If you tweet Rob Toohey, it will show. Yeah. Deception check. Amazing. Not a single human in the party. Not a single human indeed. Burgomaster, Fry Guy, Shake. Shake Chic. Well, F you too, Rob. Fucking A.
Ooh.
Hey, Lord Ghoul, thanks for the follow, man. Lord Ghoul has followed the stream. Followed the stream, everybody. Oh, you know what? I don't have that thing set up to do that on the slides. I need to totally do that. There would have been a nice thing that slid across the thing, and it doesn't do it. That is going to be something that goes right onto my to-do list at this moment. To-do list. To-do list. To-do list. Here it is. Add follow slide to stream slides. Yeah, I'll fucking not even know what the hell I'm saying later when I look at that. I'll know. I'll remember. All right. Let's find out how much time we have left. Oh, we don't. Damn, that was 10 minutes. Vote to be back. Do. Somebody smoked a cigarette too fast. Do.
Pardon?
And
I said somebody smoked a cigarette too fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so check back when you're ready. Check the check vote check mark check box circle check
Should we go
You
check?
okay over there, Rob?
I don't know what happened. I think I just had a little mini stroke. It smells like toast. Does anybody smell that?
I don't know. Have you checked it?
Have I checked my toaster? Is that what you mean?
Do a perception check with advantage in the tower.
do a perception check. I don't have a tower. DM doesn't have a tower.
By the way, Rob, I tried to meanwhile search for the Song of Rest, and I found a forum post on Fantasy Grounds from 2015 November 24th from you asking the question.
Oh, Jesus, that's hilarious. Fuck. I don't know what's going on ever.
I kind of love that.
I kind of love that too. Okay, so I think we're missing one person, and I think it's Ebas.
I think so.
Basically, the gist of it, as far as I see, but I will go later, that the heal only works with healing spells and other stuff, but it doesn't work with the hit points regained by the hit dice, because that's not a heal, that's a different effect, so it doesn't trigger that. So probably the easiest way, until there's some extension or whatever, is to change it back to the heal effect, and then Kiros can just use the heal effect on anyone who did use at least one hit die.
Yeah, and I think the reason DMs do it manually is because they don't like the idea of every person getting whatever 1d6 is. They like the idea of individuals rolling their own,
That's not. I don't think. I thought it is that the bard rolls it and then everyone gets that though.
Oh, is that
No,
how
it's-
that's supposed to be?
Yeah,
I-
because it's
no,
the
no,
bard's
no.
song that's.
No, it does say that if whoever uses a hit die, they can roll an extra d6 to heal. So it should be there.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
if
so
if you do it in a way, I mean, I would be totally fine if Kairos has the ability to heal d6, because whenever he uses it on anyone, it will roll a different d6 anyway.
but that's not what happened last time. It rolled 1 and applied it to everybody.
Yeah.
So we need to do it the way that we've always been doing it, which is
I
the
mean,
bard announces song for rest, everybody rolls a d6, and then I add it, which just takes a second, and it's fine until
to
we
be
figure
honest, it usually, if you target several people and roll, it's different. So it might even just
Almost
be
here.
that he rolled the same time twice. Because for me, it looks like there's 2 dice rolls, which was added separately. So I will look at later if it actually works with different rolls.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay, so first of all, let me go. I'm gonna give you guys some XP because I'm going to just make a little quest. And
Rob?
yeah,
I have a question for you. If you gain resistance to a certain type of damage twice from once from 2 different sources, do you get double resistance or something?
no, they don't stack.
Ah, okay.
Let's see. Role play for
Now I am here.
awesome. All right, so I'm gonna give you.
By the way, was I the only one updating the next level, or did everyone also update the next level XP?
Moon did it and Ebest did it. Ezekiel, you need to go in and find out how much your other character had for XP and put it in your new guy.
Okay.
Oh, it's 1207. It is 1207. And everybody should update their next level XP to 2700. And as soon as Ezekiel puts in 1207, I will dish out some role-playing XP for the shopkeep scenario.
We are good.
Which I just did.
Yay.
So
All right.
I need to.
Cool.
What do I need to do? Oh, you've
Oh,
done it, have you?
No. On your character sheet, on the main
Mhm.
tab, where it says Witch Hunter 3, go all the way down to the right, click on the magnifying glass. Change
Yeah.
change the 900 to 2700. And that is not any type of automated thing, which is why you have to do it yourself. That is just a sort of a placeholder reminder of when you hit the next level. So anytime you want to
okay,
check
thanks.
and see like, hey, where are we? You can go in there and say, okay, 4th level's 2700, so we have, 1500 to go or whatever, 1450, whatever it is. 1453 to be exact. Okay, so you guys managed to pallbearer your asses up to this chapel here, this church. It is a church. And atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a... Oh, and when you get here, you guys might be able to see this, so just hold on a second. Let me get a picture for you. Won't this be exciting? Holy shit, you guys.
Doom, doom, doom.
Well, that doesn't look ominous and creepifying at all.
That is sort of a close-up view of what is very far away. But you can see
This
it.
is gorgeous.
It is a nice picture. But way up on the mountain, very far away from you, but somehow from where you're standing next to this, perhaps coincidentally, perhaps not coincidentally, church, the mist has cleared enough for you to see that off in the distance. And so...
Too late to turn back.
Is it too? Yeah, there's nowhere to turn back to. That's the unfortunate part. Atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar of stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults from evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back. A flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. And as you guys approach the doors, the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. A seemingly familiar theme.
Have them birds got red eyes, like in the picture?
What's up?
The picture's
On the
got
picture of
birds
the
with
castle.
glowing red eyes.
Yeah, are you asking me or telling me?
I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know. I put the picture away. Hold on, let me get it. You want to know if they have glowing red eyes?
I think those birds are not here, but up near the castle anyway.
Yeah, they do have glowing red eyes. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, they're not around here. Yeah. That's just a sort of a representation. The picture that you're looking at isn't like you're standing that close and you can see those birds really. Okay, so you guys want to go in?
Well, hang on. What have I missed? Are we still carrying a coffin?
Yeah, you guys are carrying a coffin. So I will actually provide you a map that you guys can see here. Stand by 1 second. Let me get all your tokens appropriate.
I don't know what's happened to my fantasy grounds, but everything is reset. All my stuff has gone.
If you logged in with a different name, that would happen. If you cleared your cache, that would happen.
Yeah. My dice colors changed.
Yeah, usually
Oh,
that
my
means...
dice colour changed.
Yeah, usually that means that you either, when you sign into Fantasy Grounds, it saves all your stuff, like your dice color and your map stuff and your everything that you do that's personal to your gameplay experience. But if you sign in under a different name, or if you've gotten a new computer, or if you've cleared your cache, or any number of other different things, you will sign in and find that it's kind of all like, oh, brand new.
My shortcut rather than my Steam version. That could be it.
Yeah, that could definitely be it. Okay, so I'll share the map, and then I will also sync view. Somebody went crazy. What the hell? I'm gonna sync your guys' view, so if the map moved, and then it doesn't look like these grid squares look wrong. We'll just deal with it. The maps of Curse of Strahd are not the best. Okay, so you guys are there. You do have the casket with you, and that is the church. What would you guys like to do?
Before we enter, did you share us the map before that we redrew, or will you do that later?
I took the map of the entire land of Barovia. I depublicized. I took it away from you.
Because we just whether we redrew it or not, but that's probably
Yeah,
later.
I did. I already redrew it. I already adjusted it. But the
Okay,
reason,
and
yeah, but you guys don't have that yet anyway. So
okay, and remind me later, because I did see someone put up a higher resolution maps for Ravenloft. I didn't touch that because I wanted to play, but there might be they might fix these issues here.
okay, and actually, I do have something. Let me look real quick. I do have maps. I have Zacchaeus's maps. Let me find if I have. I know there's not going to be one because he only usually does maps for things that don't have maps. But so I might absolutely want to check into the ones you're talking about, the higher resolution ones. Let's see. Ravenloft maps. Yeah, they're open. Okay, high res. So I do have high res maps of Ravenloft here. So let me just check real quick. Where the fuck are they then? Is that stream fucking up now? All right, I hope not. Where are the maps? Where are the maps? Where are... I don't see the fucking... Did I go right by them? POTUS Sounds. Ravenloft maps. Here we go. Oh, they're labeled all in some weird way. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to... I think they're just of stuff that isn't... okay, so what I have is definitely maps that aren't provided by the module itself, so I need to maybe take a look at what you're talking about, Adam. But we'll do
Okay.
that later. Okay, so you guys are here outside the church. What would you like to do?
Well, where do you want this coffin? I asked from Ismark.
We should probably bury it, or we should probably take it inside.
Right. I look around, and since I'm not the strongest, probably I will just leave them to hold it, and I try to knock on the door.
Okay. And you knock on the door, and as you knock on it, as you reach up to clanger your paw on it, you hit it the first time, and the door actually gives way to your slight knock and sort of starts swinging open. And the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall heading into a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. And you can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up beneath the wood floor.
Uh-oh.
So I will reveal that portion of the map. And What do you guys do?
My
And
curiosity
we put the
has to
coffin
go.
in, haven't we?
You can, I mean, you guys are carrying the coffin. You can set it down. You can bring it in. You can, you tell me.
Well, what is it? I'm going to say to Irina, what do we do with the coffin? Do you want us to carry in or what?
Oh, sorry, you must have missed it. Yeah, the answer that was already asked, and the answer was to bring it inside.
I think we should set down the coffin and go investigate this scream immediately. Someone may be in danger.
If Ezekiel starts to come again as well, then I will try to sneak in and investigate as well. Just didn't want to go alone.
Okay, so you guys can move in, and I will tell you what you see.
Can I roll for stealth because I
You
tried to
can.
sneak?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you try to sneak in, but there is someone there who does notice you. And he's behind the altar there. And I will move others. And when you, the chapel is in shambles when you get in there with overturned and broken pews. Oh, sorry. You're at the edge, so I can open up this map and kind of show you a little bit more of what you see here. Okay, so the chapel is in shambles, overturned with broken pews. I think Kyros and Ezekiel see these broken pews and somehow get like sexually excited about these broken chairs and benches.
Someone has done our job for us. I'm pissed off.
And you're all pissed off. And when it's all littering a dusty floor, dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up to the bell tower. From beneath the floor, you hear a young man's voice cry out, "Father, I'm starving."
I'm gonna kind of step up and be like, "What's going on here?"
That's the guy that is. That's the guy that's praying at the altar. And I will move you up. And Irina and Ismark will sort of shamble up as well. I don't see that Chandri or Ebis have moved yet. So you say, "What's going on here?" And he says, "Oh my, my name is Donovich, and I've been praying throughout the night." And his voice is kind of hoarse and weak. And he says, "I'm when we tried to storm the castle in revolt, many bad things happened, and the Black Wizard has lured us away from our homes, and I'm here just trying to protect my son." And he's kind of when he's talking to you, he's sort of mumbling other things under his breath, like he might be talking to himself. He might be a little crazy, this guy. And he says, "I think there's something wrong with my son, so I have him in the basement. I've locked him down there because he is not himself."
You've been starving him. because that's supposed to make it. What did he do? Did he get a date? I mean, is this some kind of like religious, woman is the seed of all evil bullshit? Like, oh, he had sex
wait.
and now he's unclean. I mean, come on, dude.
I grab Ezekiel's arm and say, wait
That
a
was fucking
second.
awesome.
Wait a second. What is he craving for, as in hunger?
Blood.
I mean, just because she's on her period, for fuck's sake, leave the guy alone. He's
Ezekiel, I think you got it wrong.
Is you got your son locked under the ground because he's a vampire?
He doesn't. When you say vampire, he doesn't. He sort of is like, no, not a vampire. I don't think so. He's just not himself. And then he starts to like shake and kind of.
Can I insight check him whether he's lying to us
Yeah.
or himself?
Sure. Well, lying to himself, I don't know how much I can tell you about that, but you can find out if he's telling you the truth. So your insight check, you think he's not trying to be deceitful or anything like that. He's just telling you, he's just telling you what he thinks. But he says, my son Doru is just not well. He's just not himself, and he was acting strangely, and I had to put him in the basement because I knew not what else to do.
Could I use my divine sense on Danovich and see if he's evil or if he's a fiend or whatever he is?
Sure, yeah. And remind me, divine sense, is that a spell or is it just something you have? I can't remember how that works.
It's a feature. It's one of my spell abilities. I can use it.
Right,
based
okay.
on my charisma.
So you do that, and you don't sense that he's evil. As a matter of fact, quite the opposite. You think he might be even lawful good.
Ah.
So yeah, you don't think he's evil at all. But you can't, because his son is in the basement. You only know of him by what he's saying. You can't sense anything from the sun because it's behind. He's behind,
I wasn't trying to sense the sun. I was just trying to sense.
But yeah, this guy, yeah, you think he's legit.
Well, take us to your son. We may be able to aid him. We have holy people in our party that may be able to help.
If you want to get to my,
got stabbed with a spear. She's holy.
If you
Would you say that?
Say it again. Okay.
Ibis?
If you, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you off every time. Please go ahead.
Well, Ibis said something, then he didn't say it, and then everybody was asking him to repeat it, and he's not. So I'm just going to continue on. So,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
All I said was Chandri's holy because she got stabbed with a spear.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Jesus, Marion, cheese and crackers. All right. So he
Jesus
says,
is great.
He says, yes, my son is located in the basement, which you can find through the room to the southeast, which would be where Chandri's standing.
Can I do an insight check to see if I think this guy's going to attack us as soon as we turn our back?
No, because that would be reading his mind. Insight check is used to see if someone is lying to you or being deceitful.
Alrighty. Well, then I'm going to... Well, he communicated that with everybody, so I'm just going to watch him for now, see if he's going to attack us, and allow the rest of the party to decide what's going to go on.
Okay.
So am I standing over the door? I can't see it.
Yeah, your token is over a door, yeah.
Meanwhile, Moon whispers to Kiros that, hey, there's a chair that's more or less intact.
Chairs. I'm gonna, yeah. why the fuck not? It's been a while.
Are you gonna attack a chair?
Of course I'm gonna. That's a stupid question at this point.
All right, roll an attack roll.
If this is another natural one.
I hope this is a fucking 1, man. This is gonna be great.
Ooh.
Hey, Simone Calib. Nope, that's wrong. Simone Calb. Thanks for the follow. If I screw up your name, I'm so sorry.
And
You hit
meanwhile, I
the chair and you break the chair. And this guy, this priest behind the altar doesn't say so, but he gives you a look like, what the fuck, man? There's a bunch of broken shit now. You're breaking more shit.
And meanwhile, I try to look at the priest.
I look at
I
him
would-
and go, that one was still alive. I was just. looking
I
at
love it that you describe it
And-
that it was alive.
And I
Well,
try
well,
to look
well,
at the
now it's
priest and say that
definitely not.
he has a phobia. Don't worry, he's harmless, by the way.
If phobia means like desire to kill, then yes, I have a phobia of chairs.
This whole time, since she moved up and started attacking the chair, and they're talking about all this, I'm gonna start like twitching and sweating, and then I'm eventually gonna make noise. I can't take it anymore, and I'm going to move all about the room with my great sword, just smashing in piles of rubble.
Okay, how many times are you gonna make a swing or attack?
I think 4 before I start to run out of stamina.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 4 attack rolls.
He's lost it.
He's lost
Get
it,
away from
everybody.
these
Yeah,
lunatics.
Evis is
I
like,
think we
fuck
can do that,
this.
so-
That was even a critical hit.
Is Chandri by a door there, is she?
I am, yes.
You
Okay,
Stand by
headbutted
this door.
one of them.
Was that
I-
4?
Yeah, I had
Okay.
but 2 of them.
So you bust up a bunch more furniture and go nuts, and you did get a 20 on one of the rolls, but the thing that came up does not apply. So you
Oh.
bust up a bunch of furniture successfully.
It would have been hilarious if I had summoned a fucking copper dragon.
Yeah.
Or a demon.
All right. So this guy now is like freaking out, this Donovich, and he's like even maybe backing up a little bit, like, whatever, what in the hell? Aren't you guys gonna help me?
Don't worry. Just
I'm going
let
to
him
listen
get
at
it
this
off. We
door
had
I'm
a
sitting next
rough
to.
day, and then we're gonna go and check the door.
Okay, roll a perception, Ebas.
Perception, where are you there? What's in your box?
Yeah, roll a perception in my box, please. Okay, so you don't hear anything at that door.
Okay, I'm going to open it.
Okay,
Look inside.
you open it, and you see inside an old desk and a chair. Oh god, a chair. Why are there so many fucking chairs on this thing? An old desk and you better close that door. You better not let anybody know. An old desk and a chair stand in the south wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above them. A sunburst. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
Okay, I'm going to open the door opposite me.
Okay.
Am I targeting Chandra?
You
Not
are.
anymore. That was from when I was going to heal you earlier.
Rob, sorry, after you adjusted the grid, do you want to move the tokens as well, because they weren't moving with the adjustment? So I think Chandri or someone is standing on a door, or
Well,
Yes, I am.
the tokens are also somehow too big for the squares. I have it at 80%, I thought, but yeah, I have it at 80%. They shouldn't be that big, but
No
I
one in
open-
this bedroom, is there?
Can I open this door now?
well, hold on, because he opened the other door.
Okay.
So I've got to.
I think he said this room.
Yeah, the room where the guy told you to go is the room that's next to Shundry. Okay, so Ebas, you open this, and it's a dirty room, contains a wood bed and a straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol.
Ah. Okay.
Okay, who's next?
I wave at Ismark because he looks like standing in front of a door to open it. Or that can work as well. Then I open it.
Okay. And when you open it, time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles and puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and padlock. A young man's screams of anguish can be heard through the door.
Guys, I think I found it.
Yay! More places for us to nearly die.
More places to go die.
Do we want to go
Yay!
there?
Yay! Uncertain death, my favorite.
So, yep, Moon's going in. And that
Gingerly
is
walk around and not step into the puddles.
okay, and they're just water, so you can gingerly avoid them if you'd like.
I want to go in and immediately sit in the puddle.
Okay, you can do that, and you get wet.
Yay, water!
Tritons
my
love
rope out.
water. Okay, you can get your rope out.
of my pocket.
Mm-hmm. Is it in your pocket? Your rope was in your pocket. I love it.
It's a big pocket.
It's like
It's
one
a
of those
small rope.
magicians ones, like,
Yeah.
you know, like tied handkerchiefs together. It's like that. It just keeps coming and coming.
Yeah, it's like one of magicians.
Yeah.
What a trick.
All right, you
So
guys are all crowding into the room here, so that there's a chain and padlock on the thing, and what do you guys want to do?
I look around and say, guys, prepare for doing anything. I can unlock the padlock and then you can do whatever you want. Is that okay?
Now what we're gonna do, because if he
I'm
jumps
happy
out and
here.
attacks us,
Then defend ourselves. Right, and I try to open the lock if I can.
Oh, I actually don't have any kind of cure disease or end magic or whatever, so I'm kind of relying on the other guy if he might be able to do that.
Okay, so go ahead and roll I'm gonna sneeze. Oh man, go ahead and roll a thieves' tools check for the lock. You were not able to unlock it, so please take a thing off your thieves' tools, and you may try again or try another way.
Well, how sturdy does the chain look?
The chain looks sturdy enough to keep the door shut, but probably breakable by other means, whatever you come up with. Let me know. We'll find out.
Because I have a crowbar, but I'm gonna try once more with my thieves' tools, and if it doesn't work, then I try to just pry it
Okay.
off.
Well, so that time you do unlock the padlock.
And then I
And
jump back.
okay, and you unlock the padlock and jump back, and the chain is still there, and the lock has to be undone and the chain removed for the door to come open.
I let the others do that.
Okay. So who's gonna open the door? Ezekiel will open the door.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you reach down and undo the chain from the lock, and you pull on the trapdoor to open it, and it seems stuck. So it might take more than just a regular open. If you'd like to give me a strength check, you can do that. You cannot open that door.
Wow.
It's not. It's you've unlocked it, but it's stuck. It's like swollen from the water, and so it's stuck in its place, and it's going to take a little bit more effort to get it open.
I walk a step back and I try to use my crowbar to pry it up out.
Okay, so you can do a strength check with advantage. And you pry it open. And right when you pry it open, the screaming stops. The boy who's screaming below that you can hear, as soon as that door comes open, that screaming stops.
I step back.
And and you see a wooden staircase that goes down from the trapdoor.
Also, be on your guard, guys, and I'll kind of cautiously head down. Oh,
All right.
I'll also cast light on my chest plate.
Okay, you can do that. I will now put Ezekiel's token over to the other map where the basement place is. So stand by. And you do your light. So therefore I will reveal some of this map for you. Maybe one day, holy shit. Okay, so 10, 20. Okay, so Ezekiel sees that. You guys have to kind of pretend you don't. Until we get dynamic lighting with Fantasy Grounds, everybody gets to see it. So let me describe what you see here, Ezekiel, in this room. The church's undercroft has rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wooden pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you to glimpse a gaunt shape of the far corner. So in that case, you can see that. So let me undo the rest of the corner here. And as you come down there, there is someone that's in that back corner, and you can see him now, and he hisses at you. I can smell your blood.
That's not good.
I've been told it smells
sweet.
sweet.
Just abandon this place and find a different way home. 'Cause that
And
was appealing.
this is what you see.
Ah! Looks like he's a vampire.
Oh, well, he looks friendly.
Why would you say that he looks like a vampire?
Because he looks like a vampire.
But what makes you say that?
His pointy teeth.
And I lick my pointy teeth.
Well, he
His
doesn't look like
pointy
he doesn't look like a cat.
And I need to check one thing before we get into anything here.
Or
There's
we could just
a
make friends with him instead, and we don't have to get into anything, and it can all work out lovely, and we can just
yeah.
all go sing
So
happily into the sunset.
regarding that, while I'm checking this, when he sees Ezekiel, he does not rush to you. He does not rush to attack you or anything. He just says, "I can smell your blood," and he's kind of cowering in the corner. And you can tell he might want to attack you, but he's doing his best to restrain himself. So it's kind of like you get the feeling he's kind of like a guy who, like Moon, doesn't really want to touch shiny trinkets but can't help himself.
Oh, I do want to. It's just I didn't want to touch shiny trinkets with traps on them.
It's the opposite of Moon then. But anyway, you get the idea. He wants to attack you, but he's trying not to. He just
knows
wants.
he shouldn't.
Yeah, he just wants blood. He's just hungry
Fighting
for
the
blood.
urge.
He's fighting the urge. So let me just real quick look up this one thing to see if the way this module is set up. When you play Curse of Strahd, it's different every time you play it because certain things happen in certain areas all over the whole place, and it's all randomized. And so there was a note here to remind me to check and see if something happens here or not. So just let me check that before we go any further. Story.
Actually sounds awesome.
Okay, not here. Okay, so we can continue. So what do the rest of you? Well, Ezekiel's the only one that kind of went down the trapdoor there a little bit. And
I'm gonna
follow.
And I'm gonna kind of make room for them and say that he has impressive self-control, and he obviously doesn't want to do something that he might regret later in life, and that I respect that. We're here to help him, not to hurt him.
okay, and he says, yes, just please get me blood. I need blood. I must have blood. I'm so starving. I fear I might lose my mind almost immediately if I just need blood. And then he sort of inches toward you, not threateningly, but sort of in anticipation, like you're somehow going to be able to help him.
Have you ever had blood before?
I have had blood. And he says, he doesn't elaborate. He just says, I have had blood and I need more. And then he sees, and then he sort of dashes toward you kind of fast, like he's gonna maybe he can't help himself. But then as soon as he sees more of you, he sort of stops and he's like, "Oh shit, I can't just take out one guy. There's more of them."
Oh,
sorry,
shit.
does it need to be very fresh blood?
Oh, yeah,
I
we got
asked
the
the guy.
body.
Preferably, I mean, blood is blood.
Because I think we did find a creature in a house there that we might be able to bring it here, and it's not too. It's kind of fresh, maybe.
Well, if we can get him, well, see what I'm concerned about right now. My primary concern is whether or not he can have full control of himself again if he feeds. So if we get him that blood, I wonder if he'll be in his right mind enough that like he can ally with us, like be one of our companions, and he can just feed off of the enemies that we fight.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not sure that we want to take him anywhere because I don't know who would be in more risk, him or us or anyone else. But it might certainly help him in a short term.
Well, I mean, if we're not going to give him a system where he can feed safely periodically without hurting, innocent people, then it's kind of negligent to feed him now.
Why is it our responsibility?
Because we were asked.
I mean, we could just walk away. That is your guys' decision.
I mean.
Ah, okay, and I walk away.
Okay, so Moon goes back up. And as soon as Moon leaves, this guy takes one step closer. And he's like, please, please, the blood, the blood.
And
Back off.
I'll ask him if he can control himself if he gets blood.
If you can promise me blood, I think I can hang on.
Can I insight check that?
Yes.
Hold on, I dropped it in the wrong place.
And can I do a medicine check to see if getting him blood will, I don't know, further process or corrupt him or something? Well, I guess that'd be insight check. Never mind then.
Kyros, you feel that he is telling the truth. He only wants blood. You can tell he's an earnest blood seeker. And he tells you, I need blood and I need it soon, and if you can't help me, I suppose I might have to help myself.
So can I just cut myself with my dagger and drip some blood?
That's.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, is that doing that, because
He
I'm-
says if you will offer that, I will accept.
how much do you need?
I'm backing up a step. If they're doing this, I'm backing up a step.
Fuck this. He says I need the amount I need. I don't know.
Okay, well, how about we make you a deal? If you agree to follow our commands and to be loyal to us and to try and not attack innocents is the main thing, then I can periodically offer you some of my blood. And, if you get carried away while you feed, I have ways of stopping you without hurting you. How's that sound?
He says I'm happy to make that agreement.
What do you guys think?
Can I tie him up with my rope first?
He does not want to allow you to tie him up.
That's mean.
I want to cast Charm Person on him.
Well, he's already agreeable
And
so far.
then- Yeah, but then we can maybe because I don't want him to get carried away, not just at you, but the rest of us. What if it sends him into some kind of frenzy? If I can charm him, and then we can persuade him to let us tie him up, and then he can feed on your blood if you really want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't see that you have charm person.
Oh, I'm so used to. I might not. I'm so used. Okay, that's my bad. I'm used to having charm person because every single one of my characters thus far has had it, and this is the only one where I've had
Okay.
it, so that's my bad.
So does he? So he's Doru is eagerly anticipating Ezekiel's presentation of his arm or whatever he's going to do to let him feed.
Yeah,
I can try
Ezekiel's-
something.
Oh, what's that?
What is the word? Where is it?
And when I
Can't
say I have ways of
there's a
stopping him
spell.
without hurting him, I have the command spell and I have other abilities to fear him.
Yeah, I can control undead. I'll try and control him with my channel divinity.
Control undead.
Yeah. I'll get it at 3rd level.
Control undead, really? That's awesome. I didn't think that was
Have
a
a look
third.
at have a look at my channel divinity, and you'll see.
Yes.
Gotta make a
As
wisdom
an
save.
action, the paladin targets an undead creature, he or she, on a failed save. The target must obey the paladin's commands for 24 hours. Okay, so
That's awesome.
Ebas is now going to try. Go ahead and try that.
Need to roll.
Yeah, it's on your character sheet.
The wisdom save, is it?
Wisdom save, yeah. So target the undead and then roll the wisdom save. He succeeds. So you are not able to control him at this time.
Oh.
Well,
And
I
you
still
must-
have a couple of abilities.
You must mark off your channel divinity on your sheet with the tick thing there.
That was a great idea, though. We should use that in the future if things pan out. I'm gonna roll up my sleeve and kind of use my blade to cut my arm and then offer it to him.
Okay, and he comes over and latches onto your arm like nobody's business because he can't help himself. And he drains you of 10 hit points and looks at you,
Ew.
looks up into your eyes as if to ask you, can I keep going?
Yes, he can.
He drains you of 5 more,
Oh my god.
and
at this point,
he looks at you like, please, can I go some more? But he's not doing it in an aggressive, attacking manner. He's just like, is there any more that you can give me?
He's just having little sips.
I'm having such deja vu right now. I don't know why, because I've never been bitten by a vampire, but this is making me. I've done this
Are you
before.
sure you haven't been bitten by a vampire?
No, I'm not sure.
He might have hypnotized you, made you forget.
I'll let him go one more time.
Okay, so he takes another 5, and he still wants more, but he's stopping to make sure it's okay.
That's
He's just
all I can offer
greedy.
right now.
Okay, so he stops and he says, "That was awesome." And he looks at you like you might be his new best friend, but he does tell you that is not enough.
I immediately want to cast a second level, whatever it is I have, healing word on Ezekiel.
Okay, you can do that.
How do I cast first level spells at a higher level?
Oh, so here's what you do. Make sure you have him targeted, and then you pick up with your left. You left click on the heal thing, and pick it up, and then while you're holding it, you right click and it'll add a die. So then you can add 1 for the next level or 1 more for that, and then just throw that and you'll be fine. Right. So you do a second level
Oh,
heal and give him 11 hit points. Oh.
Okay. Thank you. I went from
Spell
feeling
sound is kicking in.
kind of tipsy to, whew. Okay.
And
How
then
much more do you feel like you need?
he can't give you a number. He just needs more. He just knows, and he kind of communicates to you. He goes, "I don't know how satisfied I am. Like I can't give you a percentage, or I'm done when I'm done, and I don't really know."
He could go on forever.
Well, what do you guys think? Do you want to maybe try keeping him along as a party member?
I would not be fine with that.
That's unfortunate.
What if he gets overcome by the hunger and attacks us in our sleep?
I have control spells, and I am a paladin.
Yeah, but
And
if
what
you are
if you're
sleeping, you
asleep
can't
and-
cast. Or what if we go around, fall asleep, and he runs away and starts to eat innocents?
Well, see, but then what was the point of feeding him in the first place? Like, if we aren't going to offer him a permanent solution, then why are we dangling anything in front of him?
A permanent solution wouldn't be just maintaining this curse. The permanent solution would be to get rid of his curse, wouldn't it?
Yes, and I already offered that and told you that I don't have that spell.
Well, then we have to look for it.
Knock knock. Excuse me. Do you have curse? Remove curse.
Right.
What is it called? Cure undead. Okay, so he stops feeding on you because he doesn't want to. He's gracious enough to realize that you're trying to help him, and he doesn't want to kill you. But he does say that he needs more blood and that he can't really focus on anything else except that.
I'm just gonna sigh and step forward and just be like, just be careful. I will.
Okay, so you step down the stairs and offer yourself, and he takes 10 hit points from you, and then he when he does that, he kind of gets this look on his face like, oh yeah, that might be just about enough, and he stops.
Nice.
And he says that should hold me, and there's no way he can give you a time for, you know, how long it's going to hold him or whatever, but he's all he can think about is he needs blood, and then now he's satisfied, so however long that's going to last, he'll be fine.
We should go upstairs and lock him back in again.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea while we search for a solution. Hope that holds him for a bit.
I'm gonna look to her and just go, do not hurt any of the others here.
Let's see. If the characters...
Fucking low roll.
Oh, thank you.
Thank.
Okay, so... So you guys are going to try to leave him down here? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
I think that would be the safest option for now.
Okay, so what do you guys do specifically?
I go to the priest and I ask if he has the keys for the lock, and I tell him that he looks to be calmed for now, but it's probably best to keep him there until we can find something to make him better.
And he said, I did have the key, but I lost it. And I don't even think I lost it here. I lost it somewhere out in the, away from here. I have no idea where the key is.
Oh, that's fine. We
Wow.
can lock it and then might be able to try to open it later. Don't worry.
I'm just trying to figure out how did we get down here? Was it not locked?
I
No,
unlocked it.
yeah, Moon unlocked it.
Oh, I see.
And
so
then
now we've
and
got
then
a
they
free roaming vampire.
Right. So I mean, he does not wish to be kept down here. So I need to know specifically what the three of you that are with him do physically.
I want to. Do we have, like, if we were to just like back out, like if we had a way of keeping him there, can we like barricade? I'm saying this to the others, like no, I'm not, because then he'll hear me. You know what? I am going to.
I want a cookie.
Sleep on him.
I want a cookie, everybody. You're gonna cast sleep on him?
Yeah, and my thinking being that then we can like barricade him down there when he's not got anything he can do to.
I mean, I can certainly try to lock the chain back.
Preferably not while we're still here.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I think we should back up the stairs slowly. Tell him to go and sit in the corner.
Yeah. While they're backing up, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to try to do a persuasion check. Tell him that we're very interested in helping him. We want to cure him of this affliction. We want to make him healthy again, and give him his freedom. But right now he's a danger to everyone around him. So we just want to keep him in here until we can find a way to help him. And that we will come back probably multiple times if it takes longer than we expect to find a way to help.
Okay. He is going to insight check you.
I'm being honest. Like, if the party doesn't want to, I'm willing to come back.
Yeah,
and, like,
but
feed him a little bit.
that's not. But you're being honest. But does he think you're being honest? That's the point. I should not have even announced that out loud. He says, "Okay, if you can promise to bring me blood, I will peacefully remain. No need to lock the door. I'll stay down here."
I promise that the next time that I come back, I will feed you if I do not have a way to cure this illness.
Okay, and he agrees.
Moon, lock the door.
Of course I will. That was my intention.
Okay, and if you guys want to go back up, he won't make motions to come after you.
That seems like a good plan.
So if Ezekiel and Karos, there you go.
Oh, we've gone to the same spot.
That's cool.
There we go.
Okay, so you go back up and he stays down there,
And I
and
locked the door back.
you lock the door back. That's fine, and you guys will get experience points for that interaction.
Oh, kick ass.
So I'm going to. What am I going to do? I'll just do it this way.
Pull it into the quest side.
Well, interestingly enough, let's see. Ooh, it won't let you do that. Interesting. Okay, I'll just do this. And then I'll quest the other side. So I'm going to kind of split it up into half experience and half quest. So stand by. Okay, so for now, you guys get that. And you successfully lock him back into the basement of the church. And the priest is satisfied that you've helped him. And he says, if you'd like to bury your friend, or bury the burgomaster, we can certainly take care of doing that out in the back in the graveyard.
Yeah, let's go
And
bury the Burger King.
bury the Burger King.
Have we
Meanwhile,
checked
I've
if this
tried to
Burger
check
King has
the-
been? Can we check if the burgomaster's been bitten at all? Does anyone know if that happened?
I'm sorry, say
You
that
haven't
again.
checked him.
Have we checked if the Burgerhausen has been bitten?
You haven't checked, no.
Before we open the coffin and ask, I'm going to go and speak to them two down the bottom, Irina and Ismark. How did he die?
He was. It is undetermined how he died. We don't know how he died.
He got any bite marks on his neck.
Yeah, you look and there. I mean, you can roll an inspection, or I mean an investigation if you'd like to look at his body. They tell you that they didn't see any such. You know, they didn't.
Investigation.
Investigation, yeah. You do not detect any bite marks on him himself.
Can Moon also check the last room we haven't checked? Just open the door, peek in, and look around.
Yes, and you do that. I'm not going to reveal the map because it would be too much trouble for me to do so, but it is another empty bedroom that has nothing of value in it like the other three.
Fine.
But if you guys want to go to the proceed out of the church and go to the graveyard to bury the burgomaster with Irina and what's his name? Yeah, Ismark.
Ismark.
Then you can go back outside, pick up the coffin, go around to the back. The priest will accompany you, and he will perform a quick service. And there's already, in anticipation of many deaths, there's already an open grave plot ready to go. So they can just, you guys can all just lower the guy in there and be done with it. And he tells you, you know, during the daytime hours, it's very peaceful out here. But at night, there is usually a ghostly procession. He says an eerie green light suffuses the graveyard, and from this light emerges ghostly procession, wavering images of doughty women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and more march from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second. And he explains that during the nighttime hours, this just happens every single night, and it's like apparitions. And he thinks that it's probably, from what he can discern, it's probably the people that are buried here that are these images.
Do they talk?
No, they just march along in a procession around the graveyard.
Do they attack people who get close?
They have never attacked people per se. But at nighttime I do not hang around. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here.
Yeah.
Because
You're
fuck
not
that.
trying.
This guy tells you.
How long has this been happening? Is this recent?
This has been happening since the beginning of the mists. So as soon as the mists came, I can't even remember now how many days or weeks or months or years it's been, but it's been
So
a while.
hopefully it's gonna be gone with the wind, gone with the mist.
Gone with the wind, he was going to say.
I try to get a little bit close, and I just ask one of these that, where are you going?
Okay, so let me just show you. I'm gonna reveal this whole thing. So here's the whole map that you guys have found, and you guys are in the back where the graveyard is, and so there was really nothing else to find that you guys didn't already find here in this village of Barovia. So you guys are back there, and yeah, one of the women. Well, the procession isn't there now, so you don't see that. You don't see. He's only telling you this. He says it only happens at night. But and by this time, after all, you've gone down and dealt with the undead in the basement and buried the guy and whatever, and it's just now. The sun has already set, but it's still light, but it's getting dark. So if you guys want, he tells you, if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, just hang out here for a few minutes, and then he goes in the building. He's like, fuck that. He goes, I don't know if it's dangerous or not. I've never thought to myself to even check it. And then
Start to wait a little bit.
As you guys,
if everyone else leaves, I will just follow them.
Well, even as a couple minutes go by, you guys begin to hear the sound of small wooden wheels rolling across damp cobbles. and you trace the sound to a lonely, hunched figure bundled in rags pushing a rickety old cart through the fog. And it's just now getting dark, and this procession begins. But this particular woman, as you said, you would approach someone if you saw them, and so yeah, you see this woman.
Oh
She
no,
looks nice and
not
friendly.
her.
A handsome creature,
Well,
and
for a
Love,
cat.
lovely nose. Lovely nose.
I mean,
and this is not an apparition. That's an actual real woman who comes out
Real pies.
and yeah, and she says she's pushing the cart,
Is
and
it possible to sort of follow her like at a slight distance and like sort of follow her wherever she's?
well, I mean, she's not. I mean, who say that again? You want to follow her?
Like, is she like? Because she said she's real, not an apparition.
Yeah, and she's yeah. So because I didn't want you guys to be confused, I did say that this procession of apparitions happens when it gets dark, but she just happened to show up right now, but she is not part of that. What I was explaining, she's just a real person.
Okay, I want to kind
I
of
mean-
keep an eye on her.
I mean, she looks over 40, single, and a bit crazy, so I already feel a little bit of attraction.
Crazy cat lady.
Awesome.
140. I'm going to say hello. Who are you? My name's Ebess.
Okay, so what's up, lady? So she comes over with her cart and she says, I've come to the village from Old Bone Grinder to sell my dream pastries for 1 gold piece each. And I go from house to house knocking on doors, and most of the time no one answers. But when someone does, I try to peddle my pies, and I offer customers an escape from the misery and despair of everyday Barovian life. And
Escape, you say? How final escape?
how final escape?
Yeah, does this get us out of the mist?
Oh no, I'm quite sure there's no way to do that, but this does offer a comforting respite. And I do recognize you as strangers that I've never talked to before, so I'll be on my way. And she doesn't quickly move, but
Can I kind of inside check what kind of respite she meant?
I don't. I need you to ask me that a different way. I mean, she's not going to tell you.
So can I kind of inside check whether she meant to off themselves with the pie or just have a LSD kind of induced dream?
Okay, yeah, you can do it. So you believe that she's telling you that these pies she offers are just a refreshing treat that would not normally otherwise be available to people, and that they're, good and tasty, and that's it.
If they got
Well,
magic mushrooms in them.
I'm a little bit hungry, so how much do they cost?
1 gold piece.
Oh, and what flavors do you have?
I have oh, there's no picture. I have 1 flavor, and the nearest I can place it in flavor, although people tell me it doesn't really taste like anything they've ever tasted before, but I will tell you that it tastes like mincemeat.
Oh.
I'm gonna buy one.
What kind of minced
Yeah.
meat? The stuff that's in
Oh,
a
a bit
fruit jar or the
concerned.
stuff that's minced meat?
It's
Yeah,
not.
I'm
It's not
Christmas
made.
minced meat.
It's not made of mincemeat. It just tastes like mincemeat. But it's a special pies. I sell them all over. I mean, why would I be out here pushing my cart if people didn't love
Yeah,
them?
but I'm
Why would
well, but
people
you
not-
clarify. Does she mean minced meat or mince meat like you get in cakes, Christmas
Second
puddings?
one.
Mince meat with no D. Mince meat.
All right, so there's the
I just
Christmas
want to say to you
puddings.
say that you come around and sell these pies and all the rest of it, but you say that most of the time people don't answer the door to you.
It's not that they don't answer the door to me, it's that there's no one home.
Then why do you still come here?
Because I meet people and I try to sell them. I need the money. What's up? You gonna buy a pie or not? I gotta go.
I do buy a pie.
Okay, so you buy one.
Oh god, this can't.
I just
be
want to have a
right.
look at her hands while she's giving a pie to Moon Man, because them fingers are a bit weird to me.
Well, I mean, you see what you see in the picture, but I mean, when you say have a look at her hands, do you mean to see if she's doing any sleight of hand tricks or something?
No, I mean, I'm going to look at her fingers and see what has she got, funny fingernails, or has she got claws, or what are they?
Well, so whatever the picture is that I showed you, that's what it depicts. That's exactly what she looks
I say, what's up with your fingers?
like. She just looks at you like, fuck you.
So rude.
She does not
And I
say
also
that.
look at Divas like because I think my clothes look the same. So
She says, "What's up with your face?" Awful explain.
Okay,
Yeah,
Dungeon Master Shundry.
You've got a beak. You're not one to talk.
I've got a beak. I haven't got human hands with purple.
You've not got human
Fingers.
anything.
Oh,
Can I
exactly.
use?
I mean, there's no human
In
among
fairness,
us
I've
anyway.
just had a look. In fairness, I've just had a look at the picture, and those are some really gross fingernails. To be fair.
Can I use my divine sense to see if I can sense if like she's evil?
Sure.
Okay, I don't believe it's an ability check. It just says that evil registers as like a foul odor.
Yeah, she smells. You divine sense registers evil in the in the general area. Is that not true? Yeah, the presence of strong evil registers in your senses like a noxious odor.
Because it means it gives you the location. It says it gives you the location. So that means it must be, it tells you what type, but not what their name is.
Well, it doesn't tell me their identity or what type. It just tells me their location.
Yeah, so you smell an odor of evil directly in front of you. It is this woman.
I am going to say that I'm going to turn to the kitty and say that buying one of these may not be such a good idea, and I'm going to kind of take a step back and tense up a bit.
I mean, I already paid and holding the pie which I was
Yeah.
trying to smell. And what do you mean not a good idea?
I wouldn't trust it nearly as far as you could throw it. Half as far as you could throw it.
If I see Ezekiel sort of tense up, I do the same and sort of draw my rapier and sort of hold it loosely by my side and just sort of watch him for a mark.
Okay,
I
and
look
these
at the woman and ask, "Why? What is in the pie?"
the pie is. You mean you want to know the ingredient? Oh, I can't tell you that. They're my special pies. Everyone loves them.
He's allergic.
He
He's
goes,
got
listen,
quite a lot of
she
allergies.
says, I appreciate you buying my pie. Thank you so much. But I have many, it's getting dark now, and I have many pies to sell before the end of the night. And she starts to wander away.
I thought you said people weren't here. How can you have many pies to sell if people don't stay here?
Okay, so you're, okay, so out of game, sort of DM to player, what, because I see there's confusion here. What she says is, I go to the doors and sometimes the doors don't get answered, but it's not because people aren't answering the door. It's because there's nobody in the house. So she does go.
She pies to sell? Okay, never mind.
Well, I mean, I don't want you to be confused yet. I really don't understand what you're asking beyond. I'm trying to tell you that.
Is it? No,
Okay.
it's all right.
All right. So she starts to
think I've
wander
just got
away
a
because
thing about
she's done with you people. She sold a pie. She's figured that's the most she's gonna get out of you guys. So
I want
she's
to
happy.
follow her. I want to follow her.
I'll follow with you because I'm just going to turn to the kitty and communicate that she seems evil to me or something about her. It may not be her, but something about her is just wrong.
I don't know. I
Can I try
kind of like her for some reason. Can I try to smell the pie and
Yeah, you can.
tell if there's anything in it that I recognize and smell?
You don't recognize it. As she had already stated previously, she did say that the pies taste the nearest that she can describe it to people, because it's a unique taste and a unique pie that doesn't taste like anything else, but the nearest it tastes and smells like is mincemeat. That's the best she can do for you. So if you guys follow her and watch her go around, she does go from house to house. She collects payment from one household, and this payment given to her, all of a sudden you guys see, and she sees that you're following her. She doesn't, unless you guys are trying to hide, she doesn't care that you're following her.
Yeah, I
She's
was
fine
gonna
with it.
ask if I can do stealth, like.
Okay,
to
well,
follow
so
her.
I kind of jumped ahead there, but yeah, you can be stealthily and not reveal your presence that you're following her. So somebody's push to talk is stuck, I think, there. So yeah, okay. So you see that she collects payment from one house in particular in the form of a 7-year-old boy,
Wait, what?
and
What?
Wait, hold on. Go back a step. Go back a
Yeah.
step. That's not a gold piece.
right. So you see this,
That's a child.
and the parents plead with her not to take the baby, or the boy, I mean, but she snatches the crying child from their grasp and stuffs him into a sack and straps him down on the peddler's cart, and is casually making her way back. And the parents, although they were pleading and crying, don't seem to try to physically restrain or stop her, because it appears to you from a distance looking on that even though they were upset with it, it seems to you that this was some sort of pre-made bargain, and that they did something or fucked up and they had to give her the kid, because they were like, no, but they did it anyway. So she takes the kid.
Oh no, I want to run after her and be like, I thought you said those pies cost a gold piece.
I'm gonna immediately intervene when I see this. The parents are stupid, and I'm not okay with this as a paladin.
And I'm gonna eat the pie.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. This is so fucking awesome. So you are going to intervene, which
Yeah,
means
we both.
exactly what manner are you going to intervene?
I want to go up and be like, excuse me, I thought you said your pies cost a gold piece. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That was not a gold piece. That was a child.
She is doing her best to ignore you and proceed on her way.
I start playing really loudly and just go, that was not a gold piece. That was a child.
I'm gonna cut off her path and be like, unhand the child now and send him back to his people, or we have a problem.
She
I'm
says,
still playing my little song.
okay, so hold on a second. Oh my god. I mean, no, nothing. That wasn't supposed to be out loud. Fuck. I was not supposed to have held push to talk when I said that. Okay. So here's what happens. This woman's appearance instantly changes, and she now looks like this.
Holy shit!
Oh god, oh no.
And she says, I have dealings in place. I have made bargains, and bargains have been struck, and bargains have been paid. I do not wish to have to kill all of you. However, I will make you a deal as well. And as she starts, like, gesticulating, like there might be some spells happening, or you don't know what the hell's going on, she says, I will offer you information that will help you in the land of Barovia if you will turn around and let me walk away.
I look to Ezekiel.
I'm as a player, I don't want to fuck the rest of the party over. As a character, Ezekiel can't allow for that.
Do what Ezekiel would do.
Do what
Okay.
Ezekiel would do.
So,
I mean, Moon just
Exactly.
ate the pie.
as this happens, Moon passes out.
Jesus Christ. So, you see Kyros look to Ezekiel. You see Ezekiel look back to this monster, and you hear Ezekiel tell Kyros, "Close your eyes." Does she do it?
He does, yeah.
Or he. So, Ezekiel is going to transform, and his eyes will turn into dark pools of unlight, and he will acquire flightless, like bone wings that are kind of bright blue. He's going to activate Necrotic Shroud, which, being 10 feet within this creature, she has to roll a Charisma save, DC 13, or she's frightened until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Immunities. Stand by. What's that called again, Richard?
Necrotic Shroud.
Okay. Is it a spell?
It's a racial ability that I get at 3rd level.
Okay, so let me just double check. I've never heard of it. I need to double check. Starting on, you can see, cause your eyes to turn. You said that. Flightless wings. Okay. Okay, so let me look at one more thing. Frightened. Okay. And you do that. And it's a charisma save?
Yep, DC 13. Wait, hold on. I need to read it because I may have fucked that part up. It might be a will.
You're cutting out, by the way, when you're speaking now.
I apologize. I said I might have fucked that up. I'm gonna read it right now, because it's probably a will save.
In the Volo's guide, anyway.
No, actually, yeah, it's a charisma saving throw. Yep.
Okay, she succeeds.
All right. Then I will move into smite the bitch.
Okay, when you cast that on her, she notices. And
I damaged Dean Kitty's unconscious.
yeah, Moon's unconscious. Okay, so
Is it? No, never mind.
go ahead. I need to read a couple things. So while I'm doing that, go ahead and ask me what you want to ask me.
No, it's fine. I forgot that I had my eyes closed, so I'm not seeing any of this anyway. So it's fine.
Okay.
Why have you got your eyes closed?
Because you told me to.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
And Karis trusts Ezekiel. So
Necrotic
Good
Shroud
move.
is an action, and as a bonus action, I will poison my greatsword.
Okay.
With my channel divinity, sorry.
Poison your greatsword.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the oath of treachery.
Oh, unearthed arcana.
Okay, so 35. So 31, 21, 21. So Irina passes out, and and Shundry passes out. Moon ate the pie. You're pretty sure that passed him out, but you think that Shundry and Irina just became unconscious by virtue of something that this woman did. So everybody can
Just
roll
for-
initiative.
Oh, okay.
Do I roll as well?
You
Well-
can.
Fucking okay.
And we will start combat next week.
No!
Oh my god, that's just cruel.
Oh, jeez.
We're all dead next week, so yeah.
So just as a
Oh, you see.
recap,